Hey guys, how's it going? I don't know if I put in a title if we're having a walk and talk tonight, or I don't even remember what my title said. But we are going to be walking and talking tonight, and it started out weird. I got about a block from the house, and I kind of live around some really, really, really nice houses. I mean, they look like mansions. And this guy, big ass guy, come out of this house, and he come walking down the front way, and I'm walking towards him, but I'm on the sidewalk. And then he stops halfway, like, are you afraid of me or something? You're damn near 2 feet taller than me, and he's like waiting for me. And I'm like, okay, so I keep walking. And finally, as I start to come up on the sidewalk where he's coming off of, he meets me. He's like, hey man, you ever see the inside of that house? I said, no. And he's like, wow, it's really cool in there. And he starts explaining it to me. Meanwhile, he's drinking a Coors Light, and I'm just like, this is all I need is some drunk guy fucking wanting to talk. It's one thing to listen to a Mandela affected person talk. At least they're interesting. When you gotta talk, a drunk guy trying to talk to you. Oh boy. So what's up, everybody? Hey, Rick, PG, Prelim, who else? Doc, and Cammy. So we're walking and talking, and oh yeah, I do remember what I said that I was going to talk about was my testimony on how I became Mandela affected and well what occurred up to that point. I was gonna go on with Carla Red Pill the Jesus 24-hour Jesus thing, but I wasn't feeling real good, so I had to contact her around 11 that night and let her know I couldn't make it. But I really missing out on it. And I know most of you already have heard my story, but it's been a long time since I said it, so I figured I would jump into talking about that. Sue Finelli, and I'm here, but my bathroom has a flood and leak, so oh, that's not good. So um, I don't know really where to start out with it, except for I guess well, I ran my own business for 16 years, and in 2000, I was in an accident, but not with another car. What had happened was me and my employee were driving in a town we were unfamiliar with, and I had a little familiar with it because where we were going, I knew that they had a gas station on the left hand side of the road. And it was raining really hard that day, and that gas station closed down and moved over to the right hand side of the road. But by the time I seen it, it was too late for me to turn that way because I had cars behind me. So I went through the old gas station parking lot, and I didn't know that they pulled the gas pumps the day before because they didn't have any cones out. They didn't, I mean, there was fresh gravel there, but I didn't know how long it had been there, and it had been raining all day. So as soon as my truck hit that, it went down into the hole, and we kind of bounced around a little bit, eventually bouncing right back out. And the rocks were, you can honestly see where I hit because the rocks were shot forward. And so from there on, I had started having a lot of back problems. I didn't really feel anything at the initial stage, but I kept working and my back kept getting worse and worse. Finally, in 2008, I couldn't pick my right leg up, so I finally had to have surgery. So that pretty much led me on the path of pain pills. And boy, did they have me hopped up on a lot of pain pills. We're talking like 60 milligram morphines 3 times a day, 10 milligram oxycodone like 4 or 5 times a day. And so on top of that, I had was just recently diagnosed with diabetes, and I was on a drug called what the hell is the name of it? It's a pill that diabetics take so they don't have to take insulin. Well, that medication is pretty much in 2016 what caused my kidney failure. And I remember early on, that day, my daughter said to me, Dad, you're not looking so hot. You should probably go to the emergency room. And I was like, no, it's just a cold. I'll get over it. And by the time I dropped her off at her mom's, which was about a half hour away at the time, on my way back, I was up on the freeway, so there was really nowhere to pull over to throw up. So I picked the passenger floorboard and got home, and I just remember going into the bathroom and resting, like being drunk and wasted and throwing up in the toilet, just leaning on that toilet. And I'm like, what could I possibly be throwing up? I haven't eaten in days. I started throwing up this black shit, like black gunk. And so my girlfriend at the time, I think my daughter had called my girlfriend at the time and asked her to check up on me. And she came in. Next thing I knew, she was standing at my bathroom door. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you need to go in. And I said, no, I'm not going in. So she called my cousin, who was a ER nurse at the hospital where they wanted to take me. And my cousin tried to talk me into it, but she knew damn well. She's like, the Roberts guys, they do not like to go into the hospital. So she knew there wasn't going to be much that she could do about it. So I basically said I'm not going in, and I handed the phone back to my girlfriend at the time. And then I went into the bathroom and continued to throw up. And then the next thing I know, the police and the paramedics are standing at my bathroom door. And I'm like, oh my God, what now? And they're like, well, we're here to do a welfare check. And I said, I'm fine. And they said, well, you need to come out here and answer a few questions. So I went out there and um, we had a Christmas tree up at the time, and I remember the cop asking me what the month was, and I couldn't get it. I didn't know what month it was, even though the Christmas tree was right there. And he asked me a few other questions, and I couldn't answer them. So they agreed. I agreed to go with them if I was able to walk out there to an ambulance. So they let me walk out to the ambulance, and then they took me in. I walked in. I walked into the clinic, and my cousin said, she said, "What's going on?" I said, I don't know. I said, "I feel fine, maybe a little dizzy or whatever, but these guys are the ones that think I got a problem." And she's like, "How are you doing on your medication? Have you taken any extra or anything like that?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "You promised?" And I said, "Yeah, I promised. I didn't take any extra." So the nurse on the left hand side of me shot me up with whatever, the Narcan, and I like flipped out. I'm like, "What in the hell did she just shoot me up with?" And my cousin said, "We gave you Narcan." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And from there on, that's when I lost it. I don't remember anything except for the hallucinations I was having, or whatever you want to call whatever whatever was happening to me. It happened as soon as I got that Narcan shot. And I mean, I remember talking to my cousin after I got out of the hospital finally. I went to visit her, and I said, I asked her about the cancer ward, because I do remember talking to kids that were in the cancer ward, and they were drawing funny photos and coloring them and stuff, and they were having a good time. And I remember saying I wanted to join in, I wanted to help out. And the one nurse said, she said, "Pat, you're too sick. You just need to uh, lay down and relax." So I'm like, "Okay." So I just chilled out. But come to find out, when I talked to my cousin, she said, "We don't have a cancer ward here." And I said, "Are you serious?" Because I could have swore there was one in the basement. And she said, "No, we've never had a cancer ward." And I'm like, "Okay." So, and as time's gone on, I rethink that night so many times of what could have happened to me, or, different things that happened. I can remember being down by like a swimming pool area, and they're filling up balloons with water or something out of the swimming pool, and they were doing something with my blood. And I don't know if they were taking vials of my blood and then putting them inside the balloons and then putting them in the swimming pool. I'm not quite sure exactly what they were doing, but I guess nothing like that ever happened. Not even close to anything like that ever happening. Um, I do remember when I first got there. Um, well, before I even left my cousin's hospital, they had to they had to take me to another hospital that was better equipped to handle kidney failure, because I was in a pretty small town hospital. And my cousin told the doctor that night that I had severe apnea, sleep apnea, and stuff. And she said, "No, he'll be okay on the way over there. It's like a 30-minute drive." Well, I guess on the way over there, I quoted, and And I don't remember hearing the bells and whistles, but as soon as getting into the hospital, I didn't hear my my girlfriend at the time. She was telling me all about the alarms were going off everywhere. She was very confused because she didn't know one bell from another, and she even worked in healthcare, but she was just a CNA. But so all that stuff was going on, and then I remember them incubating me, and the weirdest feeling came over me when they were incubating me. I felt completely calm because I always said I've seen it done to my dad, and I always said that would be the worst case scenario for me because I don't like to be suffocated and I don't like people playing with my mouth or anything like that. And then having something shoved down your throat. I would, I pictured myself as in losing it if that would ever happen to me. I would completely probably die of a heart attack just from losing it. But it felt I was completely at ease. I didn't feel a thing. I was watching them as they were doing it. I could see the panic on all their faces, but I didn't feel any panic at all. And I, uh, I was watching the thing that they have held in your mouth to spray the water in and stuff. I was watching that come out, and I didn't have any feeling of my limbs or uh, my arms or my legs, nothing. I completely just felt at ease. It was overwhelming calmness. And then, shortly after that, I, I woke up on the operating table, and they were trying to put the dialysis hoses into my neck. Now, granted, the first time when I first got in there, they couldn't get urine out of me, they couldn't get blood out of me. So they had to go through my main jugular to get blood to find out even what the problem was. So I was pretty drained on fluids. I mean, I was like, there was no fluids left in my body besides that blood. And so, anyways, your creatines, that's what your kidneys, when you go get them tested through the blood, your creatines are supposed to be at a 1. When they brought me in, my creatines were a 15. And even after I got out of the coma and I was walking around with the nurses, they were telling me how they couldn't believe I was still alive, being my creatines were so far up there. I mean, they usually start dialysis at a 5. So if they start dialysis at a 5, I was like 3 times that. So I'm trying to think. Now I got to backtrack and go back to where I left off. Um, I was on the operating table. I know I woke up from there because I was begging the doctor to please let me go. Um, I don't know what I felt like was happening to me, but I was begging him to let me go, and I was promising him wasn't gonna tell him I wouldn't tell anybody anything. Um, and when I woke up and I moved real quick, this green powder stuff flew everywhere. And when I turned around to look behind me, one of the nurses or CNAs, I'm not sure what title she had, but she was kind of holding me up against the bed so I wouldn't roll out. But she had this green stuff all over her face. I had made such a ruckus that green stuff just poof, it went everywhere. And she had it all over her face. So it was kind of funny. Um, but I was begging the doctor to let me go. Finally, he was like, Pat, you need to lay down so we can finish the surgery. So when I think, I've had so much time to think about it afterwards, and I thought about how could I have been incubated when I first got in there and then was able to talk later on the surgery table. I don't get that, because and it did happen because the doctor confirmed the conversation on the operating table. He said, "So we had a little mishap on the operating table, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "That was weird." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Everything turned out all right, but it was like, um." So he confirmed that I had been talking. Obviously, I mean, I know I remember talking. And then the other thing he told me about was after I got out of the coma 3 days later, he came up to my hospital bed and he was talking to me, and he told me, he said, "So, do you remember what happened before you passed out in your on your bathroom floor?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he said that I had passed out on my bathroom floor. That's where the paramedics found me. I said, "No, no." I said, I walked in." And he just kind of looked at me like, "Really, that's not the story I got. But okay, you're the patient. I'll let you win this." So, but it makes me think, I do remember walking in, but how much of it was, how much of it was it, was I hallucinating? How much was real? How much was it another life playing out? Was I in the midst of jumping timelines? Did I die? You know, I've, I mean, we're talking almost 4 years now of constant thinking of this. Every time I think of it, I think of a little bit more new details about what I experienced, especially when I was under. I don't know if you're supposed to remember when you're in your coma. I don't know if you're supposed to remember your dreams or whatever you have, whatever you call them. But I do remember a lot of mine. I remember begging to not put me under anymore. As they would bring me out, when a visitor would come visit, they would bring me out of the coma a little bit. And I remember starting to get a little bit of sense about myself, but not enough to be able to write it down on paper or even ask for the paper. I just remember screaming in my own mind, "Please don't put me under. Stop with putting me under." Uh, if I had any kind of um, control of any part of my body, it would have been I would have been all in the arms trying to grasp onto people, begging them not to put me back under. I don't know. I just had a fear of being put under. But so as that was happening and woke up, I woke up to my girlfriend at the time. She was acted completely different. She was like a totally different person, totally different mood changes. Um, Things that used to make her happy didn't make her happy anymore. And we're only talking about within a week span. I mean, not enough time for a whole shitload of mood changes to go through. And family members acted different. That's when I noticed things changing as far as logos and um, the cereal box Raisin Bran for me. The son used to have sunglasses on, and I remember that distinctly. And now the son on the Raisin Bran box doesn't have sunglasses anymore. So, and then of course, as we got, I got more onto the internet looking at stuff. I actually found Scott Harrison and Mandela affected, and Robert Wood, and a bunch of you guys actually, so it's been such a long haul because I know that I have become a lot closer to Christ since the Mandela effect. Um, I can kind of, I mean, I always like to believe that I accepted Christ as my Lord and Savior, but before I don't think I did because I accepted Him and then I just kept doing some bad things. It wasn't like I kept doing all bad things all the time. It was like, oh, I'll make my life a little bit better here, but it was a compromising game that I was playing, and and I was always going to come out the loser of that one. So I mean, it wasn't until after the Mandela effect that I truly found Christ, and it wasn't right after. I mean, we're talking a year and a half or so, and we're only talking 4 years from the time I really got infected. So it's been, you know, a little over a year since I've actually really found Christ in me. And I believe all of us have Christ within us. We just have to activate him and say that, how much we truly believe that he died for our sins. I don't know anybody that would take the pain that he took for us. It's incredible. Uh, so yeah, I mean I think that's about the shortest. What the hell? I'm lost. That's got to be the shortest version of my story. I was able to compact it over the years. uh, Dark Slayer wasn't going to, but yeah, there isn't really anyone left. Oh, by the way, of course, as always, I still have my PayPal link in the chat. And if some people don't think $2 or $3 doesn't help, believe me, it does. It buys the shampoo, it buys toothbrushes, it buys toothpaste. So don't think a small donation isn't that. I used to think that too. If I wasn't able to donate something significant, then why bother? But yeah, I lost all that. It's like, what if I can afford it? And that's the thing is, if you can afford it, if you need it for you and your babies, that's what you need it for. Um, don't share it with me because I mean I'll make things work. And without you guys, it would have been very difficult to try to make things work. So you guys have been awesome. Uh, it's been a long road. I want to say from it seems like a long road from the time that I was Mandela affected until now. I've been through an awful lot of shit. But when I think about my whole life, I've been through an awful lot of shit in my whole life. Um, it's crazy how much shit that we don't think that we can get through, and we've gone through it. And it worries me because, my daughter is 16 and she's going to be, I mean, she's already seeing boys and stuff, but, you know, the hardest part is going to be dealing with her first breakup. If that, God forbid that ever happens. But that would crush me. That would literally crush me. Because, there's nothing you can do for them. And so, yeah, I don't know. Life is hard. You think a mom who stays home with a couple kids has got an easy time because they get to stay home and watch TV or listen to the radio. They're not fully controlled, and that's the best part about being a stay-at-home mom is you don't have somebody controlling you. But it's hard, hard, hard work. I personally don't think I could be a stay-at-home mommy, at least right now. Back in my 20s, yeah, I could have probably pulled it off when I had the energy to do that, but no way. That has got to be the hardest job and most stressful job ever. And a person really doesn't realize how hard moms work until you put yourself in that position for a little while. I mean, I've been just the daddy to my two youngest girls, but they still had their mom. She didn't go anywhere, so it wasn't really being, dealing with it by myself because she was there, just not in the same household. But when you're talking about these mommies who are dealing with, I mean, basically doing it all themselves, boy, I give them credit. So, and it's not even Mother's Day. Here's to you, moms. um, it is usually when they start school, laugh out, then it's born. Yeah, yeah, it gives you a little bit of a break there, then, don't it? I'm gonna turn off the camera for a second because I'm like going down the dark. Cam, you can't see me anyway, so I'm going down this really, really dark road. Sorry. So, usually I have a few guests come on, but I figured tonight I'd let you guys just hear from me and um, just kind of talk, ramble. We have 11 people in the chat. Rick says, I see you, Pat. Brenda, yummy. What's Brenda eating? I'm having a cherry. Shappy, I am having a cherry. Cherries. Darkslayer PG, you just need someone to keep you warm, left alone. Dinner almost ready? Are you cooking? Are you cooking, Cammy? I'm trying to get out of my comfort level. I could go for some spaghetti with meatballs or a meatloaf. Now I know why it's so dark down here. It's a dead end road. What? Who are you talking? Are you talking to me? No, I don't think. I don't. I know you ain't talking to me, man. Yeah, that's what I thought. You keep it running. Yeah, that's what I said. You just keep running. Damn raccoons. Ha ha, had you fooled, had you fooled. That raccoon was talking back to me. Okay, I'm almost at Quick Trip. The gas station. Fill her up. Got to get some milk. I had my stomach. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but I felt like nauseated all night last night. So sometimes milk will help the stomach feel better. Not warm glass of milk, just a little bit of milk. Put the tummy to sleep. All right, so I've uh, is Rick still here, or anybody want to come in? Dark Slayer, you wanna talk? And I help if you have your lights on. Too many crickets. Can't drive a car at night without the lights, right? Some people. Some people. The government will say the virus is spreading in all the schools. You want to come on, Rick, or what? Would you like to be my guest, Rick? If you would like to be my guest, Rick, just hit the link that's in the chat, Rick. Brenda, you're more than welcome. You got your rest last night, Brenda. Somebody's got to come in and keep the chat happy while I go into the gas station. Rick.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You sure?
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear me. I think I do.
You keep that up. I'm gonna
She's gonna beat me.
seek the. I can't even get on there. The Punisher on you. All right. All right. You Why don't you do a? While I run in and get some stuff here. Why don't you do a call out to chat and bust their
Is that what you brought me
balls?
up for?
Huh?
You brought me to shout out to chat while you go in the store?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can tell your own story if you want.
I don't want to get into my story. I don't think so.
Okay, call chat out. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we got Patrick Roberts from our new timeline. We got PG2424, Brenda, Dark Slayer, Chappelle. That'd be it. Oh wait, what did I just do? Oh yeah, that's it. That is it. So what do you want to talk about? Want to talk about Mandela? Emmy? Alright. What is your favorite ME from the 60s? From the 1960s sitcoms, what would be your favorite ME? Anybody gonna answer me? Maybe not. PG 2424. Do you have a Mandela effect from? You have to from 60s sitcom show. Anybody? My favorite ME. Okay. Patrick's gonna invite me on and then leave me hanging on the show with a chat that's not even listening to me. I don't quite understand the question. Brenda, what is your favorite Mandela effect out of the sitcoms from the 1960s and 70s? You know, we'll even throw the 70s in there too. I Love Lucy. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. That's it. That isn't a Mandela effect? The Abbott and Costello? Is that a Mandela effect, Chappelle? Is that really a Mandela? I don't think that's a Mandela effect. Where you at, Pat? Come on, Pat. Come back.
Oh my God! You can 2 minutes. I'm just trying to get a coffee here.
No.
What's
Bro,
wrong?
Chappelle, right?
Huh?
Not now he's reading Dark Slayer's comment. Do you know the Abbott and Costello bit?
Yeah.
Pat? Right. Is that Mandela affected? Because Chappelle said something about that.
You mean who's on first?
Yeah, who's
That
on
one?
first? Yeah, is
I,
that Mandela affected?
I would have to hear the version that they think is Mandela affected. I don't know. I have not heard a Mandela effect on it.
Okay.
I'd have to rehear it on what it sounds like
Right,
now.
right. What it says now. I got you.
I would
You
say it, but
walking?
I can't recall it word for word.
I thought you were getting milk.
I am, but I'm getting coffee too, sir.
You can't
I'm
get
getting a
both.
hot cup of coffee,
You can't get
and
both.
the milk is to go.
No. No. Maybe that's what gave you a stomach ache last night.
I didn't have coffee last night,
Okay. Right.
but if I did, that probably would have been one of the first things I would have thought of. But it was probably some sort of. I probably had spices sometime yesterday.
Right.
So
how's the place treating you? Your new place, Pat?
good. Everything is working all good. I like it.
And no word from that guy yet?
Know what?
No word from that guy yet?
No, but the landlady stopped over. Oh, when was that? I want to say today or yesterday. I don't remember. Anyways, she stopped over and she said that um, she now has an opening at another one of her boarding houses. So it looks like both of us, even if he did come back, one of us would have to
Okay,
go over to the other boarding house.
that's great. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a load off of your mind, I'm sure of. You
So what's
know,
going on in chat?
nothing really. Somebody's oh, well, wait, Brenda's yelling at Dark Slayer to sit down. There's always fighting in the chat anymore.
Hmm.
Not really fighting, I don't think. No. So, have you seen your daughter yet, Pat?
No, I have not. She's been working, and today I was hoping to get over there and see her, but between her and her boyfriend and stuff like that, I'm like, I told her, don't worry about it. I'll see you anytime. I'm only a few miles from you now. It ain't
Right,
like you have to be there as soon as I want to come see you, you know.
right. No, I got you.
But I do want to get her fishing because right across from me is a fishing where you can go fishing, and I
Oh,
want to
okay.
get her. I haven't taken her fishing since she was little,
Right.
so I would love to go do that.
Is it a big pond or?
Yeah, it's basically a lake,
Okay.
or mm, I guess I messed that up. The Wisconsin River flows into it.
Oh, so it's actually a lake. It's actually a
Yeah,
stream. A stream?
it's bigger than that. Hold on a second. Can I get a can of Snooze Mint Smooth? It runs off of in a roundabout way. It runs into Lake Superior. So basically, it's a body of water that runs into a lake, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Can I get a bag too, please?
Oh, so you didn't even do what you had to do?
What do you mean?
I said you didn't even do what you had to do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
What do you mean?
I thought you ran in to get a coffee and a milk already. I thought you were done.
No. What do you? No, I'm checking out right now. What did you think was going on?
Oh, you muted yourself. You were gone for, a couple minutes, and I thought you were done doing
Can I
what you had
get a
to
bag?
do. That's all.
You were calling me back. You were like, Pat, come back, Pat. So I figured while I'm doing everything, I'll just stay on the phone with you. I'm just giving you shit.
No one was answering me in the chat.
Well, they're not going to answer you every second. Every time you ask them. You know how many times I get ignored? If I cried about every time I got ignored, I will. I'd literally, you might as well just put a tissue box on the side of me. I'm just joking, man. So, have you heard from Tommy lately?
No, he hasn't been on.
Huh? I wonder what's going on with him.
I don't know. I mean, the hurricane is all I could think of. Maybe he's got a mess on his house.
Oh, we got 5 inches of snow last night. It's getting cold here.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was chilly here today, like I would say an easy 60 degrees. And it was, 80 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the gas station's like about 5 miles away, so I had to literally just hike through 5 feet of snow. Oh, it's 5 miles away. 10 feet of snow I was hiking in, and it's like 15 above zero. Um, it's not. You ain't got cold weather like that yet.
No, no. We never get cold weather like that until, November.
Really?
Yeah.
What's one of the first states that gets snow in the United States?
Well, Colorado gets it all year round, don't it?
I don't know about all year round, but they're one of the first ones that get it. And did they not just get snow not too long ago?
I don't know. The dude I talked to out in Colorado, Ike Diaz, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I have no idea what they got. And I don't keep up with the weather like that.
Before we lose any of our anybody watching right now, I better get it out there before they leave and go. Oh, hey, Pat just said it was snowing and he was walking through 10 feet of snow in Wisconsin. No, it did not snow here yet. No, I did not walk through 10 feet of snow. I just wanted Rick to feel sorry for me. I'm still wearing shorts. It's probably about 65, maybe 60.
Where you're at now.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot?
What's that?
Milk. Ah,
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm not. Mm.
Time to turn around, huh?
Oh, I didn't get far. I was just outside, but I have to go back in and get milk. One of the things that I mentioned to get, and I forgot it. That's because I couldn't concentrate on what I needed because Rick's
Yeah,
talking
I
to
know.
me.
I was crying. I know.
Can I just set these around somewhere?
What's this?
I forgot to get milk. Nothing. Just giving her my bag so I can come back in and get some milk, so they don't think I stole what I already got in my bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you hear me, Rick?
Yeah, I heard you, Pat. Yep. Yo, maybe
What did I say?
you may steal the Corona. You're stealing the Corona. Or are you buying it?
Tomorrow. Go ahead.
Go ahead, what? You're buying a Rona?
I was talking to people ahead of me. I'm gonna see how well. Can I type in here? Hold on.
So what is happening in the chat? Tammy, how is the weather over there? Oh, don't.
Okay. Everybody in chat, just read that.
Tommy actually seen blue skies today. No chemtrails.
What do you think I'm being so quiet for?
What? So I read the chat.
Yeah.
You're being quiet, Pat. So Chappelle's telling you to run.
What? Nope, can't do it. I hate this mic.
You were freezing up.
I tried to turn it. I tried to turn the camera around.
Yeah, you're breaking up right now.
Yep.
You hear me, Pat?
No.
Oh yeah, you were breaking up.
What'd you say?
You were breaking up because you're in a gas station.
I heard. Thanks. Oh, my earbuds fell out that time. Did you have trouble there, Rick?
What do you mean? Did I have trouble with what?
Did you miss me that time? I pulled my earbuds out and I couldn't hear anything.
No, bro. I wasn't crying for you, Pat.
I've had people tell me I thought we make a good comedy bit when we're on together because the way we talk. But I've had a person say I'm too mean to you. I'm like, what do you mean I'm mean to you? What the hell do I say that I'm so mean?
I don't feel as though you're mean to me, Pat. So don't take that to heart, dude. You're far from mean.
Well, that's good. There, just in case she hears that.
Yeah,
There you go.
you're
I'm
far
not
from me.
mean.
I've never felt any animosity come from you whatsoever, Pat.
Thank you. I didn't think so either. But I could be wrong, so I just wanted to make sure.
No, not at all. Well, I would tell you if I did. You know, I'm not one to let people walk.
Don't you ever talk back to me. I should have done this a different way.
What do you mean? What? Well,
I'm carrying the milk with my pinky. The bag is in one hand, and my coffee's in the other hand. And I should have just put the milk in the bag. Yeah.
You should have got another bag. Well, the other bag, like, do you have a lot? And
well, she wasn't even going to give me a bag to begin with.
The one bag that you have the other stuff in, I mean, is there a lot of weight in it?
No, just some crackers and.
Well, then put the milk in that bag and just carry the bag.
Yeah.
Unless you
thought of that, but
you didn't get a gallon of milk, did you?
I have to find out where to set my coffee down in order to do that stuff. The dilemmas I've got going on here, Rick.
Yeah, okay. Oh, shit.
I love how, well, why don't you just do this or do that? Yeah, I got that. Now I want to come over here and hold on to my coffee
Yeah, I'll
while
hold it.
I do this. Hold on, I set it on the ground here. And I'm giving the chat play by play. And whoever's watching this later on is probably like, and this is entertaining? Well, it's better than Honey Boo Boo and Bam Bam or whatever the hell their name is.
We have a lot to add to society.
At least I hope it's better than that Honey Ann and Boo Boo or whatever the name, that one show. With
I
the,
know what you're talking about with the little girl. I don't know that.
I like that show.
what's it called?
What's the name of it, Crystal?
I don't know the name of it.
She don't know the name of it.
Oh. I remember back in the day, I used to get into watching like Storage Wars.
I think it's
Yeah, I used to watch. Yeah, I used to watch them. What is
I
it?
think it's Honey Boo Boo and Mama.
Honey Google and Mama. No, it's not. I'll Google it. Yeah, storage.
You
I used
ever?
to watch Storage Wars where they would buy the abandoned storage sheds, right?
Yeah. You ever watch Survivor?
What the show on like NBC or CBS?
The Castaway Show.
Yeah, no, I never got.
You know what? You know what show used to be before Survivor, right?
What?
Fantasy Island. The plane, the plane.
God,
All right.
You could say that that's kind of a spinoff of Fantasy Island, I guess, right?
Huh? Survivor?
Yeah, Fantasy Island gone wrong, right? Survivor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Gilligan's Island would be like.
Oh my god, that hurt.
Yeah, that would be more like Survivor, right?
Yeah. I can't read the chat right now, so you're gonna have to read it.
Oh, they were saying they're teasing me.
They're teasing you.
No, they were saying you were teasing me.
Oh.
Yeah, need to connect. Said, well, Patrick, why would you gonna be so mean to Rick? And then she put teasing in parentheses. And Cammy said, I was worried you were going to say from some other place he hides them. Uh-oh. Hide something, I don't know. Chappelle says Cammy. PG24 says Chappelle. And Brenda says OMG. Chappelle's got smiley faces. Dark Slaughter 1 is now hiding them and closing his curtains. It's curtains for you.
You ever notice how my chat has probably the most beautiful women in the chats? My chat holds the beauty of the beauty.
The beauties of the beauties.
Yeah.
Don't send the coppers after me, Shappy. I was going to let you have.
And the men in my chat are so intelligent and smart. Any woman would be happy to have any one of the guys in my chat.
Yeah, Storage Wars was fun. I used to long ago. Dark Slayer. What? Dark Slayer. What porn? No thanks. I don't watch that stuff. Someone's getting dirty in the chat. My favorite was The Alone series. Oh yeah, that was a good show. I like that. I watched only like the first one though, and
I would like to go back and watch Lost. I never got into that, but
did you ever see that show Alone, Pat? Where there was like 12 of them dropped off on an island up by
Oh,
like
I love that show.
yeah Australia, and they had to rough it. They were dropped off with just a couple of things, and like somebody, I think the first person made it to like what like 105 days, like the first one, the very first one.
Mhm.
I think he spent 100. Where I think it was a sheet at one, wasn't it? I forget, but yeah, that was a good show. Alone, good show.
Oh, I should have got some Benadryl too.
Turn around, Pat.
I've been having a lot of problems with. I don't know if it's what it's from stress or what, but I've been itching like crazy. As soon as I lay down to go to sleep, I start itching. It's
Right.
like, what the heck?
You did check the bed for bed bugs, right?
No. How do you check for bed bugs?
Check the seams. You know, when
I
you
just
go
put all clean.
sheets on, well, go back, right? When you get back, just all you gotta
That's
do
my
is check the
bed bug.
seams. Yeah, just to
You
roll.
really got me gonna itch tonight.
You'll see them.
It'll be black.
You'll see them, dude. And like because they lay eggs in the seams. You'll
Yeah.
see it, like
Well,
the
if I put on a white sheet, I would have seen them by now. Then, right?
no, just look in the seams in the mattress, Pat. No, because they won't lay the eggs right on your sheets right away. You know how it has the seams in the mattress?
Yeah. I got.
Okay, roll your sheet back and then just check pull the
Okay,
seam up.
I got
And
you.
you'll see like if it's dirty in there,
Hmm.
there's a
It's on the
chance
couch.
yes, you know, there's a chance that you could have bed bugs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it should be clean, man. You know, I'm not. I mean, you know, she obviously does it for a living, so I'm sure if one place has bed bugs, they all have bed bugs, and you would kind of know if the whole place had bed bugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Let's get off the subject. The little bitty pity show. You will know if you get. Oh, here we go again. Bed bugs. All right. Gotcha. I know how to check for them now.
Sorry, Pat.
That's okay. Wrong question. I should have just looked that one up myself. I'll be back in a minute. Jump in, shower, had my laugh out loud heater on. Whew.
Laugh out loud heater.
They cried over what we pay good money to go do. I don't know what that is. So, does anybody know of any movie theaters opened up anywhere?
I'll eat them.
No,
Any
that's-
movie theaters open up
Yeah,
anywhere?
yeah, they are open, Pat. I know they opened up around here, and I know my son is out in Illinois, and he went to go see a movie not too long ago.
So we're getting the movie theaters back then,
Oh
right?
yeah, they're not gonna stop Hollywood.
I'm surprised that we haven't started watching any movies that have the actors wearing masks yet.
I'm sure you'll see them.
We've definitely seen enough commercials. Damn.
Right?
Did you see a flat fucker?
Yeah, I did.
He was,
When he was at the Walmart.
yeah.
Hold on, Pat.
Yeah. So let's go back to chat. Then Chappelle says, I like it cold and lots of blankets. I like it when there's just women in my bed. Oh, wait. Yeah. I like it nice and cool with just a sheet. Okay, I'm heading outside. I'll have you on cell. So if my response time slows, that's why. Oh, Chappelle, you did a great show yesterday. I watched it, and you did really good. And I've got cops following me everywhere. Since I left the gas station, I've got a marked and an unmarked. What is so attracting about me that cops like?
All right, I'm
Hey,
back.
Mad Pieman's in the house.
Right here.
Mad's in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Crystal, oh my goodness.
Crystal Blue Persuasion.
Come
Was
on in,
that you,
man.
Rick?
Yeah. I was.
You're off on your tone a little bit there. You got
Yeah, well,
it up
someone.
a little bit. Try it again. Crystal Blue Persuasion. No, you're too high that time, Rick.
No, that's you. Not me. That's not me. I got sent on a mission that I didn't complete.
Late night party again. I know. Come over to Robert's house. He's partying every night. Every night we gotta throw
Every
a party.
night there's a party.
I might as well keep my time and date stamped. This is my time. Nobody interferes with my time. You come in my house. There's house rules, and the rules are just party and have fun and love each other. Not too much love though. Especially don't be touching my girl.
I've never seen little. That name's new, huh?
What?
Little itty bitty pity party show.
Mm.
That's that?
No, I think I seen the I think they left a comment a while back. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive because when I first seen it, I thought they were talking to me, and I thought, well, ain't that something else? Calling me about me having a pity party about myself? I'm like, what in the hell? You don't know me. No, I think I've seen a comment before. 149 degrees. Where are you? In the oven? Must be Arizona or something.
I don't.
Brenda said she's in bed. How warm is it in bed, Brenda?
149
You'll
degrees.
shadow the crystal, Pat. Me too in a minute, Brenda. Oh, Chappelle's heading to bed too, Brenda. Everybody going to bed already. It's only 12:14. You guys lasted till at least 1 last time. You guys can make it to 1. I gotta be the bad parent. You're staying up, you're not going to bed. You're gonna stay up and party.
You're actually on your walk home, huh, Pat?
Yeah. I should lose. I should start losing some weight. I would think with all the damn walking I'm doing, but I'm finding out my hips can't. Uh, it's a bitch getting old. I'm
Yeah,
finding out
you
how
know,
old I really am by all the shit I've been having to do, and it's like, wow, I can't believe my hips are this bad.
there's some times where I stand up just for like 10 minutes and my sciatica is freaking killing me, dude. I'm
Yeah.
not, I wasn't even 50 when I think I was, when my sciatica first started, I just turned 40. So I've been dealing with sciatica for 9 years. And
Hmm.
it's the worst it's ever been right now. It's the worst it's ever been.
Well, I've never had knee problems. I've never had hip problems until the last 10 years. Now I've got a knee problem and both hips hurt really bad.
You know, my wife is 43. She'll be 43. I'm sorry, she'll be 43 the 30th of this month. She's got two fake hips.
Oh, wow.
I hit 39.
Yeah, she had two hip replacements.
I was 39.
39,
Oh,
she got her first one.
ouch.
And then she got her second one a year later, like a year and a half
So is
later.
she doing any better?
Oh yeah, she's doing better now. Better
Yeah.
than she was, that's for sure.
I was walking with a cane.
Uh,
What'd she say?
She was walking with a cane, like a little old lady.
Oh, and now she don't need one?
No, she don't need a cane no more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. She says now she just feels like a little old lady.
I am going to sit down over here and take a break, okay?
No.
Then I can read some chat and tell you guys what I really think of you guys.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready for the Roberts rant? I got a Roberts rant for
Yo,
you.
who's the thumbnail that you had up tonight when you were in front of that limo? Were you going to a game or
No, that's me. That's me in Wisconsin Dells at the out. It's called Top Secret. It's a upside down White House. Like if
Oh,
the
okay, yeah, I seen that.
and
I
then it
seen,
has the limousine that's supposed to be the presidential limousine.
oh,
But
oh,
the
all right,
picture I couldn't get the picture big enough to get the limousine presidential thing in there.
right.
But it didn't matter whether it was in there or not. I just wanted to, you know, something about a picture of myself, and I thought the limousine was kind of cool, so
Right.
I just shot the limousine in there.
Gotcha.
But it was taken a couple years ago in Wisconsin Dells. They have a lot of stuff like that where you can go and pay, like, I think it's $6 per person, and you get to taken on a tour, about an hour long tour. And everything in this White House, I think the aliens attacked, and the White House got flipped upside down, and all the furniture and everything on the inside is all on the ceiling. It like if it was glued to the ceiling, you know.
Got you. Like, yeah, it was glued to the floor. It's on the ceiling.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, I remember the first time I seen that thing. It freaked me out when I seen it like on a computer, like on a video of it. Spooked me.
Dark Slayer says y'all are. Oops, it just bounced. Y'all are selective, and y'all selected to tease my dumb arse. Brenda says it's best to get the hip replacements early. Chappelle says Dark Slayer, I am never a tease, just teasing I am. The little itty bitty pity show I don't hate, but when I do, it's usually Sciatica. Oh, hurts.
Oh,
I don't hate. They meant hurt. I don't hurt, but when I do, it's usually sciatica, or anything having to do with joints that don't produce smoke.
sciaticas are bad. Very bad.
Chappelle says Brendan no thanks. That's not hip. Mad Pieman, Mars attacked. Yep. Dark Slayer. God, this cop is like. This is the third time I've seen the marked cop go by me, and unmarked twice.
Uh-oh. They're staking you out, Pat.
Yeah.
That's-
Dark Slayer. Brenda has a robo hip now. Laugh out loud. Chappelle. Dark Slayer. That's how she can dance. She gets down. Okay, well, there we're still in the dark.
Yeah, that was weird. When you first came on, you were still you were in the coffee house. You were in the gas station.
Not when I first came on.
No, when you just came on right now, your camera it was like stuck. There was a picture of you in the gas station, and then it switched to where you're at real quick on my side. Got me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah, it was. It was really weird.
Where's your photo?
I don't have a photo up right now, and I used to have the lion and the lamb in there, and I can't. My son put my picture in the avatar. I don't know how to do it. I have a picture of me that I would like in my avatar, but I don't know how to get it in there, Pat.
Ask me, I don't want it.
I don't know how to do it. My wife said you should ask me. I know how to do it, but it's well here. Look over here, right? It says edit audio avatar.
There you
Edit, and when I click on it, look, say
go. And
it's.
then you go into your pictures.
All right, well, how do I do that?
Doesn't have a block for it.
I don't know how to do that.
I'll do it later.
Pat, I'm gonna get kicked off of here, I think.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm opening up windows and shit like that.
See where the camera is?
Yeah, I got the camera right there. I got photos over here.
Yeah, well, see where the camera.
I see, there's nothing there.
There was a little camera.
All right, yeah.
See it?
What? Right here, right?
No, over to the right. See the little camera?
Right here.
Click on that. Now you can take a picture of yourself.
No, I can't because the camera don't work. So I can't do that.
So,
Now click. See where the.
Never mind. I don't. It's no
I'll
big
do it
deal.
later if you want.
so are they still doing the still handing out lottery winnings?
Lottery winnings. What do you mean?
I'm talking about like the Powerball and stuff. Are they still doing that?
Yeah. The lottery's still going on.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So I guess I got a cop coming to bother me now. He's pulled.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Go live. Turn your camera on, Pat.
Well, just hold on. You'll get to hear everything he says.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm just sitting in the damn park. Maybe it's after hours. I don't know.
Wow.
But as far as
You want us to stay? You want me to stay talking?
yeah, go ahead. I don't know what's. I'll wait and see if.
Is he like getting out of his car, walking over to you, or you don't know?
No, he's just sitting there.
Oh, all right. So what? He's like in the parking spot then.
Well, yeah, he's about 3 feet from me.
Oh my goodness.
But
Wow.
as far as you're talking about putting a picture on,
On my avatar, yeah.
yeah.
On the avatar itself. There was one up there, but I had to reset the computer or something. It's still on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on the StreamYard. Like I have the Lion and the Lamb as my YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a picture that I want of myself in here.
You're talking about putting a avatar on the circle on
Yeah,
this, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
I like Brenda's symbol there. Pat, yeah, down, but run if he puts it.
That's Rainbow Bright, ain't it?
Ain't nobody patting me down. What?
Is that Rainbow Bright?
Rainbow.
Yeah, Brenda's thumbnail's Rainbow Bright, ain't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think.
No, well, what I was talking about was after her name, what she wrote, her comment.
Where at? Which one? Oh, okay. I see it. So, where's he at now, Pat? Is he still sitting there?
Yeah, right behind me.
But yeah, I like. What's he doing? He's not doing nothing. Just sitting there.
Just sitting in his car.
Wow.
I'll show you guys as soon as I get up. He like pulled into I don't know if it's a library where I'm at. No, it's not a library. I don't know what it is. But there's like a little U driveway, and that's what he pulled into. And I'm sitting at one of the park benches. So the driveway is basically just a few feet behind me.
Right.
I don't know. Can you see him?
I don't know. No, not really, Pat. It's all dark, dude. I just seen tail lights. I think. I see. Yeah, something red back there now. I think it was just tail lights.
Yeah. Then I'm trying to figure out which way I can move my fat head so you can see more.
No, you pull it back the other way, Pat. No, the other way. The other
Now, if
way.
I go the other way,
Yeah,
I'm going too far.
right there. I think we have his tail lights. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking for the white part on his truck that says police.
Oh, it's a truck.
It's a SUV.
Okay. Yeah, he's trying to scare you.
Oh,
He
I'm
was-
not scared.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Okay.
saying, but that's what he's trying to do. He wants you to walk off or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk off, all right. Maybe when I can get into more light, I can see it. I'll be able to see it better. But I don't think there's hours on this damn thing.
There's no curfew or nothing like that anymore. Anyway.
There. Shh. Can you see it right there?
I mean, I see his tail lights. That's it. I could see his tail lights. Yeah, just
Right
see.
there. He's
I,
backed up right there.
is he coming to get you?
Fuck no, they're too afraid of me. Just as I say that, they're gonna lock me up.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
slap the handcuffs on.
Cops, man. I hate cops. I really do. I should.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I fought the law and the
Thing, but
law won.
I'm not gonna say it.
Fought the law and the law won.
You know, if I had to relive this life over, not this life, but if I had to come back and be reincarnated, I think I would choose the Old West to come back in.
The old West,
Huh?
the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I would choose the West because in the 18th century, it seemed like they had more freedoms, and
Than we do now. Yeah, that's probably.
and there wasn't so much technology, and you know, I could really care less about all this technology.
I agree. I agree.
So, last night, since Fuck You's in the house, or Q is in the house. I thought it was really funny the other night. I was talking about how special you guys are. All my subs are really special, and especially the ones in the chat and stuff. And you guys have all been really good. And then I got a comment from Fuck You and said, "Hey, I'm part of your special crowd too," and I had to laugh. Of course you are, Q. I thought that was funny. He put a laugh. He put a smile on my face. That was funny.
He ain't in the chat now, is he? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
We are family.
It was weird the
All
other
my
night
brothers,
when you
sisters,
were
and
saying
me.
that. We had a different chat. I couldn't see him in the chat the other night.
You can see what?
I couldn't see the other night when you were saying that he was in the chat. I couldn't see him in the chat.
That's because
He
I
was,
called him Q. You were looking for Q.
no. I was looking for him, but he wasn't in the chat. You
Oh,
had
yeah.
a couple people in your chat room that I didn't have in my chat. It was weird.
I
Until I
see.
reset it. It was weird. I refreshed the page and they were there. And I think it was happening to someone else too. I think it was Brenda it was happening to.
My neighbor drives the short bus. Laugh out loud. Dark Slayer says. Brenda Dodge City. Chappelle. I am just keep licking the windows. Chappelle says Dark Slayer. I am just keep licking the windows. You
You made
guys
a
talk about
comment
the
that neither
craziest,
did I.
because y'all, no matter what Dark or Chappelle and Dark Slayer talk about, you have to really know what the hell they're talking about. You can't just jump in the middle of their conversation because you can really go deep into somewhere where it's way off when they're talking. You can't get a clue of what they're really talking about. It's funny because normally it'll lead you to the dirty part of anything, any conversation. Or is it just me? Okay. Hey, JW. Hey, JW. We didn't get to hear much from you or the other day you were on. You want to come on since we don't have very many people on right now? Perfect time to come on, bud. I would like to talk to you. We haven't talked in a while. So if you want to come on, JW, just let me know. I'll give you a link.
Well, drop the link in anyway.
Yes, sir. There, Sir Rick.
Come on, Pat. What are you doing, man? Sleeping on us, Pat?
Sleeping. I am way ahead of the game. Doc, you can come in too if you want.
You're all welcome.
Oh yeah, I checked out how much time I have left yesterday
Yeah.
after I got off.
Right?
I have it said a little over 7 hours.
Really?
Yeah, so
A
right
little.
now,
Oh, and you thought you had 8, right?
yeah.
Well, I guess we'll do a 4-hour show tonight and then a 3 tomorrow,
Let's see who we have. JW. All right, buddy. Welcome, JW.
What's up, JW?
Hey, how are you? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you good. So
We see you
how
there for a second, but then it was dark
how's
there.
Is there any echoing or any of that goodness?
No, you're coming
no?
through
You
that.
sound good.
Yeah, all
So how's
good.
business and everything going?
It's all right, man. Like I don't know. I've been doing partial days and whatnot, just hiding out my little soup business, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. So anything new going on with you? It's been a while since I talked to you.
Trying to see if this will work here. Hold on,
Sure.
you guys. Do you still hear me?
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway, um. Yeah, it's all good, man. Nothing new. I just been hanging out, doing my thing, being at peace. I get a lot of peace in my life right now.
That's cool. How's the kids?
They're good. Yeah, with they about I'll say they were with mom half the time and with me for the other half the time, kind of thing, and doing the back and forth.
That's cool.
Yeah. Not
Awesome.
much going on though. Like really, I've been just hiding out and trying to stay out of the spotlight. I was watching all your mask videos. I'm at the point now down here where I just walk right in. They don't say shit to me. Like everyone else, 99 out of 100 people in the store are wearing masks again right now. I just walk right in, the guards, and nobody says a damn thing to me.
Yeah, I haven't been hardly into any big chain stores in a while. So I'm not sure what it's like in there. You're saying where you are it's about 90% mask wearers?
99, man. We
Oh,
went
wow.
back to mandate, and like people are walking down the sidewalks with the shit
Oh.
on again, and
Oh.
people are doing the whole social shaming crap, like wear a
Oh.
mask and blah blah blah. But then those same people that are doing all that come into my restaurant with no mask on.
Yeah, okay, that's
I don't know. I'm not told anybody what to do in my restaurant except for have some respect for other people's space, and
mm-hmm.
that's it. It's like you guys know what to do. Do whatever you feel like doing, but give people respect for their space. And
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
We're all adults. Adults.
My kids went back to school last or whatever on Wednesday. Last week on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And like in 3 days, they already got sick.
Are you
And
kidding?
then I picked the shit up, and so like I took a few days off of work this week because everybody's in ultra dang. They're in panic mode around here again, and I couldn't hide that I had a scratchy throat going on and crap. So I was just like, screw it, I'll close the restaurant down for a few days,
Doesn't that
get
suck
over it.
and get a cough and
And
everybody worries?
oh yeah, my throat was hashed, man. My daughter come home on Friday night first thing she does, gets in the car and sneezes all over everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, I've been to school for 3 days and you're sick. And she's like, yeah, my friend sits at the table with me, had a cold, and like
Oh,
she picked it up instantly, too. And I'm just like, great, like whatever, though it's just whatever. It was a clogged up head and
could you just imagine what we're gonna see when things
Like
start getting really
flu and
bad if they're
cold.
catching it that quick like that?
Yeah, when flu and
oh
cold,
yeah,
it's gonna be horrible.
oh
It's
yeah, that's
gonna be
what
horrible.
everybody's sitting around disinfecting themselves all year, staying away from people. Any little damn cold comes along or whatever, man, everybody's gonna get the shit, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Fuck.
And everyone's gonna be panicked, and well, they already are around here. I mean, well, I wouldn't say everybody, because there is a lot of people that are just over it. I watch all the governor's speeches he makes, and half the people in there telling him to f off basically and open the economy back up, and the other people are praising him. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, but supposedly Idaho, is like leading the country in economic recovery and all that crap. But every single day I look around, man, there's restaurants shutting down for good, like, and not just small restaurants either, like legitimate big business restaurants shutting down in all these communities all around.
Wow.
I don't see
Because
how there's some big economic recovery happening here when all sorts of crap's still shutting down left and right, like for
they're-
good shutting down too, not just you know.
that's them setting it up. They're saying that we're doing good when everything's doing bad, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna crash.
Yeah,
And these big restaurants, they really can't open up because when they go to order their food, their product, nobody's shipping it to them.
oh yeah, yeah.
Did
That's
they?
that's the only thing. Like what I do, I make soup and bread, and like if the grain prices go through the roof, that'll suck for making bread, and I can pretty much make soup out of anything. Like that's an easy thing, and everything I serve is in a bag to go. So
Right.
like that's not that big of a deal. But like if they put um restrictions, which I think they have put restrictions, I just haven't listened to them. They don't come and look. Like they don't give a shit about my little business.
Right. That's the truth, though. If more people followed in that, you know, fashion, it would a lot of people wouldn't be looking at the trouble that they're looking at now. If they,
Yeah,
if they didn't follow the restriction, but whatever. People are going to do what they want to do, no matter what, anyway. Even though a lot of them are being forced and they don't even know it.
oh man, it's so like I look at this crap. Everybody, I mean, and it's the same thing, but with every little thing, man, it's a this or that, and I'm like, it's none of the above, guys. Like, it's not this or that. It's the obvious answer is none of that shit. You know?
That's not in their vocabulary, though. It's one or the other. It's, you know, can't be anything else.
It's not one or the other. It's neither, in my opinion. Like,
Well, that's not how they look at it, though. They look at it this or
yeah,
that, you know.
yeah. Then they walking around here like, well, if you don't this, then you must be that, and
Right.
I don't say shit. I'm just like, whatever, man. You guys have your opinion, but my opinion is like, no, like you don't know nothing about me to say I'm this or that. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm the opposite of you.
But see, that's what everybody does, though. They put everybody in a box. Once they title it, all these other titles come along with it, and that's where people go wrong at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
you know, that's where everybody goes wrong at because once they put you in like a category like blue or red, you look at all the things that come with being a blue, or you look at all the things that come with being a red. They automatically put you in that category. It's even though you don't see it like that, they still, you know, assume.
Yeah. I think people think I'm crazy enough. They kind of just, I don't know, though. A lot of these people that are talking trash, like through the years, I've gotten to know them, and they've come to me with a lot of problems and wanting advice and this and that. And like I was real with them about shit, so they pretty much leave me alone. Though they don't say a lot to me about not wearing a
That
mask
was
in
for
my
show.
restaurant. None of that crap. They in fact, a lot of them that do complain about it, like they come in without a mask on. I probably already said that, but I don't know. And during the whole thing, like I was pretty surprised at how many people were just like giving me money for nothing too. They would just be like they would come in like in their dang rubber suits and shit and give me an envelope and then run out, and like the envelope had money in it. They didn't even want food. They just gave me money so I'd stay open.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not at all. But like
Uh,
yeah, I mean it wasn't a lot, but it was money and it helped.
Right. No, that's weird, man.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hey, just because like I
yeah.
can't see the chat or whatever, I'll just say hi to everybody in chat. I don't see any of this. I'm new on all this, so StreamYard, I don't know how to look at the chat or nothing, so I'm
Yeah.
not really concerned. But anyway, hi everyone. Love you guys.
Fuck you. I'm sure says hi. Chappelle says hi. Cammy says hi. Dark Slayer says hi. Doc says hi. Brenda says hi. Rick says hi.
Did anyone tell me to
Pat
fuck off yet?
Prelim says hi. Pat says hi. What?
Did anyone tell me to fuck off yet?
No, I do not see that
Hey,
anywhere.
Hey Patrick, just something like here in a couple weeks, man, I might need to get an address for you, bud. Um not to like
Sure.
I'll just get you on like Messenger or something if when that comes down. If everything works out right, I'll need your address.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted
Oh,
to
no
tell you that just so
problem.
like okay. If you're all right, you got a PO box or something?
Uh,
A P.O. box, Pat.
yeah.
You're breaking up.
No, I have a address where
Right
the
on.
mail comes directly to. Oh, do I? I don't have a PO box, but
No, your home
just that.
address will work. It's not. I'm not gonna come and like come to your house or nothing. I just need to have an address for you. But we'll talk on the side.
Pat, you're in and out,
Just
man. At least is
where it
that,
comes
or is
directly
that just on my end?
to the house.
Yeah, I can't hear him on
Oh,
my end either.
Yeah, Pat, you're breaking up. Why don't you go in and come
can
back?
you hear me now?
Go out and come back, Pat.
No problem.
You're breaking up again.
Yeah, you're just like,
Pat. You're still. Yeah.
Okay,
Why don't
hold
you
on.
hop out and come back?
hey, I'm gonna ask chat or whoever, but what's up? Where have you guys seen Digi around at all or heard from him? Is he doing all right?
I've never heard who Digi. You said.
Yeah, everyone in chat knows him. Digital, Digi, Bobby Digital. That's who I call him. But
Right.
if somebody says something in chat,
Yeah.
but
I'll
I
let you know.
so.
I'll let you know.
Hey, how you
Can
getting?
you
You're
guys?
using a separate device to look at it, or what?
No, I'm on my laptop, and you just click on the comments. Like it's over to your your right of
Uh,
your screen. You'll see like private chat, or it'll say comments, and you just click on it.
Can you?
I'm on whatever this StreamYard
Yeah,
screen or
no,
whatever.
that's what I'm on. Powered by StreamYard. You see the duck, right, up in the corner.
Yeah.
All right, now to the right of that, it should say private chat or comments, right?
But I'm on my phone. It doesn't have
Yeah,
anything.
it's different. Yeah, it's definitely different.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you better.
Hey,
Okay.
wait.
Well, I don't.
Hey, now I'm there. Hey, I figured it out. I just went to a different screen.
Oh, okay, cool. Pat, you there?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Well, good, Shap. Next time you talk to Digi, tell him I said hi.
So you still walking, Pat, or are you home yet?
No, I was still walking, but I was actually sitting down and resting.
Oh,
I haven't had a cop bother me yet, but of course I am now sitting down in front of the courthouse. So
Nice.
I think they're not going to bother me now because they probably have plenty of surveillance on me now.
yeah, right. Well, if you're gonna sit somewhere, it's perfect place to sit right under their nose, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, like lately, I've been having a lot of out of body experience events, like at night, and it's been the last few weeks, but man, it's been strong. Like for a few times there, I panicked and pulled out, but like almost every night, I end up in this astral projection ordeal, and like I'm just wondering, anybody else having the same stuff going on? You know?
No, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been every night, every single night pretty much. I get into where I'm like pulling out of my body and like going through the roof. Or one day I pulled out and me and my son share a room in my apartment, but I like pulled out and I like flew straight at him. It freaked me out and I pulled myself out of that one, went back into my body or whatever. But like it's pretty hard to control, kind of. Like when I do it, it's like all next thing I know, I'm like jetting out of my dang apartment through the ceiling and don't know what the hell's going on, and then I panic and wake up.
Oh, so I guess as long as you don't wake up when you're not inside, when you're outside of your body, you'll be all right, right?
Well, I don't know about all that. Everyone says like it's no big deal, but
The only time I want to leave my body is when my heart's not beating.
Yeah, this is the weird thing is because when you come back in, you're all like sleep paralysis and all that going on, and that's it's a little weird, you know, like to get over anyway. I think, but from who I've talked to, they say, "Oh, that's normal when you do that sort of thing," and I'm just wondering why it is I'm doing it because like it just happens. I'm not really
Right, you're
trying to
not
do it. It's just
doing it. It just doesn't. Wow, that's fucked up.
yeah. And so then, like the last week, I've been consciously trying to do it
And you can't
just
do
so
it.
that I can like have control over it because when it just happens, I just like shoot out and I'm just like blazing through somewhere, you know. It's like a rocket ship flying through whatever, you know.
But now that you're trying to do it, you can't do it.
Well, I'm kind of doing it, but like I'm going right back in, you know.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting anyway. I'm just checking it out. I don't know. I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. It's just another one of those things that I guess I'm meant to experience. So
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Yeah.
well, Cammy, I know a few places I'd like to end up. I just don't know where. Like, like I'm not real good at how to like get there.
There, that's where everybody, Dearest Don, everybody who was asking for my address, I put it in the chat.
Hey, that's a long ass address, man. No, just kidding.
Most of it's my name and the zip code and the town. The address is
Yeah.
1030 First Street North. That's really all.
Oh
I couldn't,
yeah.
I didn't remember the zip code in this town. I'm like, wow, it's been a while since I've lived here. I've got to look up the zip code here. But yeah, um, so
What are
uh,
you talking about, Brenda? It's rough call, JW.
what's that? You
I
have
don't know. I don't know what Brenda's getting at. It's rough call, JW.
It was astro
oh,
planning, I think.
okay. Is that what she was talking about? The astroplaning?
Well, that's what GW was just talking about. Yeah.
When you are trying to go out of body, think of where you want to go. I could think of lots of places I'd like to go, but I never get there. Now, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you. Now, this is getting a little bit personal, but I was having an ultimate dream, and I don't remember my dreams too often, but I remember this dream, and I don't. Oh my god! And this person called me, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe she just called in the middle of the stream, and I'm trying to hurry up and get it over with so I can hurry up and get back into the dream. You guys ever try to do that?
Oh yeah.
There's been times where I've dreamt, and it like the one that snaps into my head. It was a dream where I was jumping, and I could jump really high, and like almost like fly. And it was really neat when it was really real, and it was really vivid. I remember waking up during that and trying to fall back to sleep, to fall back in that dream. Because there's been times where I was dreaming something and I would wake up and fall back to sleep and I would still continue to dream that dream. So there was one time where I tried to go back, but it didn't work.
And I was just thinking about this, talking about like jumping high and all that. Like I haven't had a dream about falling in I don't know how many years now, but I have so many dreams about floating or flying or
Right. Yeah, I would always have this dream of jumping. I had it a lot. Like, and my jumps would start out like I could only jump like 5 foot, from one place to another, and it would be like 2 foot high or 3 foot high. But then each jump would get longer and higher
yeah, yeah,
and
those are
longer
fun
and
ones.
higher to where like I would be in I would be in the air for like 5 minutes jumping. And it was they're really neat dreams. I like when I dream them.
Me too,
But
Brenda.
I haven't dreamt a dream like that in over 20 years, 25 years.
You got one.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. Man, I've been having some really boring dreams. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe my life's boring right now, except for the astral travel part, but that's not very long usually. But if I do have a dream or something, it's just like boring as hell. Like, I keep having the same dream and it sucks and there's really nothing going on. And I'm just like, what am I even dreaming about this crap for? It's stupid.
Oh, fuck.
But the dream I was having was I was with this really hot girl, and we were trying to find a place to hunker down, But every time that we would find a place, somebody would come and disturb us. So we would have to go and find a new place. It was like crazy. I'm like, man, I want to get laid so bad. And this somebody, no, just, yeah, it's one of them, you know. Okay, I just put myself out there. But no, I didn't have any wet dreams, right?
I haven't had anything like that in years, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't been with a woman in a like going on. I don't know, like it's been 2 years. I haven't been with any other woman. I don't know. It's no,
Yeah.
though I'm not too concerned. I got my kids and my business and all that. Like I don't know.
How many kids you got?
Well,
I got two kids.
I'm faithful too. I don't cheat on my girls either. And whoever that girl was in my dream, I promise you, I will not cheat on you either, baby. Um,
How old are your kids, Jan?
I
Jake?
got one's 12 and one's 8.
So,
Yeah, they're not very old. They're cool though. Like my 8-year-old, she's a little spitfire, man. She kind of runs the roost and kick your ass if you're not watching yourself. Like my boy gets his butt kicked every day, man. She'll just come around the corner and like punch him in the face for no reason or something. He's just like, "Oh, come on," It's kind of funny, but at the same time, like it sucks, but it's funny because my boys doesn't get that he's got to like be on guard and protect himself.
hey,
I remember when I was younger, I was probably about 8 or 9, and this girl used to always kick my ass. And my uncle was watching my younger brothers and sisters that watching me too, but I really didn't need to be watched. But so he's
yeah, you did.
like,
You were
"Why
getting
do
beat up by
you
girls.
keep letting that girl?" What?
I'm sorry, Pat. Go
What?
ahead.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, yeah, you needed to be watched. You were getting beat up by girls.
Oh, oh, yeah. Well, I told him I said I was taught not to hit girls back.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the right thing to do.
So yeah, I can. but I liked it.
Yeah, my son must
No,
kind
you
of
kind of
like
find
it
out later
because
you
he
really know
eggs
what.
it on half the time. He'll go there and mess with her until she gets fired up and kicks him in the stomach or something, and then he's over there crying about it, and I'm like, well, you asked for it, Thank
Uh,
you, Brenda. Yeah, they
yeah,
are
my
beautiful.
cousin who is now the nurse of um the story that I just told about my um kidney failure. The, the she she's a nurse now, but when she was younger, she used to be a tomboy. She would play football with us boys, and I'm talking tackle. She would play tackle football. She wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty.
Yeah, yeah, that's how my girl is. But now she's like into doing her hair. I bought her this. I don't know. It was way
Q
overpriced. It
says
could the dollar store.
dream girls don't cuddle. Dream girls don't cuddle. Um, should I try to see if my earphones will go back in yet? What did you guys say? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right across the street, we have this really nice park. It goes out into the water and stuff, and every time we get a good rainfall, the whole park floods.
Where you're at now?
Yeah, yeah. I've been in this area for I don't know, like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just new to this side of the town, this part of town.
Okay.
I mean, I've like I said, I ran a painting business for 16 years, and I did it between Stevens Point, Rapids, where I am now, Wausau, and then did some in Adams. So I kind of did pretty much central Wisconsin. And but every time we'd get a good rainstorm, this whole area would flood, but it wouldn't flood up to the street because the ditch or to get down to the park is so steep. It's probably about 20 or 30 feet down.
Wow.
And
So it needs to come up that high to flood it.
to actually flood the streets.
Right, right,
Yeah, the streets won't get flooded, but the whole park area will be underwater.
right. Yeah, that would be a pretty big fucking flood to flood the streets with a 30-foot hill.
Yeah. But if you go further down, they don't have much of a hill at all, but that's where the water evens out at. This is where I am. Right across the river is the mill. And back in the day, they used to bring logs of trees. Tree logs used to float down the river, and then they would catch them as they would come into this area right here and
Right,
bring them into the mill.
right.
Dart Slayer. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I can make you not walk if that's all it takes to get me a sandwich. That's funny.
So you're saying if he removes your legs, he's earned a sandwich. Okay, sounds like a plan. Yeah. Use it or lose it. Chappelle says, you gasp and catch your breath and say, that was amazing. Now, what was your name again?
Yeah. Oh, I remember one time I was 17 and I was getting into bars everywhere. I was working for this silo crew, and my stepdad was the owner of the silo crew. So I would travel with them guys, and we would have 2 4-man crew going, and all week long we'd get to stay in a hotel, and then we'd come home on the weekends, and we would travel all over the states. And on the way back, normally every Friday night when we come back, we always hit strip joints on the way back. So these guys introduced me to my very first strip joints. And so, okay, so I'm 17 and I'm getting into all these bars all over the place. And I was like partying like no other. I was making a little over 500 a week and blowing it all in the bars during the week. Talk about stupidity.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I remember that same thing when I was about, well, I got into the military when I was that age, but after that, before I was 21, I was working with my dad in the Ironworkers Union, and I ended up getting out of that. But when working out of town, that was one of the first things. He was the foreman on the job, but that was one of the first things he did is found a bar that would cash like 10 guys checks. You know, these guys were making like $1,000 plus a week, and you'd find that bar that would just cash their checks, man, $100 bills, you know,
yeah.
and they would spend most of it right back in that bar. But like, I could go into any bar with them; they never questioned me once. And when I joined the military, I remember my first experience with the massage parlor. Like, I never have went in and done one of those like happy ending massages, but I went to one of those, and you know, you get through the doors, and then they bring out the other menu, and I was like, I was young, I did a delayed entry, and like, so I was still in high school basically when I joined. Between my junior and senior year of high school, I went and did boot camp. And you know, I'm from a small town. We don't have strip clubs or anything like that, you know. And I get in there, and out comes that menu, and I was just like, oh, like, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, can I just have a massage? Like, that's really all I came here for.
Cammy said some well-paid dancers. To be honest with you, I didn't even spend most of my money. Wasn't even on the dancers. It was on playing pool for drinks, darts for drinks. I would play a lot of poker with the older guys. I would play sheep's head, Texas Hold'em. I got into a lot of card games, so that's where most of my money went. The strippers were just an extra bonus walking around.
Yeah, they had some rough strip clubs in Oklahoma when I went to Fort Sill, just outside of there was this town, and man, I don't know, that place was rugged. There's I don't want to like offend anybody or say something weird, but like, I'm gonna say it anyway. But like, there was this one, and the bartender must have been about, or the waitress must have been about a 70-year-old like Asian woman. They had like $1 gallon jug nights and 5-cent beer nights and stuff like that. And she walked around and be like, "You buy me a drink and I suck your, you know." Like, and this guy that his name was Redman, he's from like North Carolina or something. I was like, "Oh, I'll buy you a drink if you know, suck his," and he was just like, "All right, man," and like, she went right down right in the damn strip club and went for it just for like a 5-cent beer.
Hey,
It was pretty rugged place, and you know, I'm 17 years old, going, what in the hell? Like, this is crazy.
I got a joke for you guys, but to anybody, please, it's just a joke, so please don't take offense to this. Okay? It's just a joke. Okay, so this white guy is out in Africa and he's jogging along, and all of a sudden he drops into the sand like gooey shit, and he noticed himself starting to keep sinking further and further, and he's fighting to get out of it, and he can't get out. So the first African guy that comes jogging by, he's like, "Hey man, hey, help me get out of here. I'll pay you anything you want." And the guy goes and he's like, "If you give me a blowjob, I'll get you out." And he's like, "Get the hell out of here! Get out of here! I ain't doing nothing of the sort." So then he's sinking further and he's getting up to his neck, and the second African guy comes jogging by, and the guy's like, "Help me, help me, help me. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die." And he's like, "Give me a blowjob and I'll think about pulling you out." And he's like, "Get the hell out of here, you son of a bitch." He goes, "I ain't doing that." So now he's up, he's got to tilt his head back, and he's barely breathing. And this big African guy comes jogging by. He's got all these feathers coming out of his hat and everything. Looks like this big chief, you know. He's like, "Help me, help me, help me. I'll give you a blowjob, whatever you want." African stops and he stomps his fucking head into this quicksand and says, "The fucking faggots." So please don't take offense now.
That's
That's to my gay community. Ha 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 ha. Let's all laugh about it. You can call me a honky, whatever you want. I'll take it.
all right, you damn honky.
Silly cracker.
Damn
nobody,
salty.
nobody liked my my pickup line.
What's that?
Oh, my pickup line when meeting girls, you tell them I don't like watching the sun go down. And then they say, "Oh, really? Why?" And you say, "Because I'd rather watch you go down."
Wow.
I'm just kidding. That's not a very good one, but I've not used it yet. It's just a joke, basically. But
Woo-wee. We are sure letting our colors out tonight.
yeah, what's going on? Let's pull this damn stream back into
Yeah.
you know, a little more professional way here.
Did we have a switch over to the Orion way of thinking again?
With what? Oh, well, Ryan's arm
Nothing.
and
Yeah, where are we at now? I quit looking.
I heard the last I heard we were spontaneous.
I know where we're at. We're in the center of it all.
We're not in damn Sagittarius anymore, that's for sure.
We're in the
center of
belly
it all.
of the beast.
That's where we're at. We're in the center of it all.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've just been basically, I just stick to myself. Me and my kids go do things.
JW, didn't you have a near-death experience also?
You know, I probably had a few, to be honest. Like, I think right before, I don't know, man. I think right before the ME kind of hit, who knows? Maybe I did, but like, you know, I had a moment with the 44 mag one night, and that could have went south. For all I know, you know, I didn't do it like wherever, you know, I ended up not doing it, but I very well could have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was young, You know, I don't know how old I was, probably 6 or 7. Could have been the first one that I remember having. So we got in this car accident, and my dad said it was like the third. We were in a soft top Jeep, and he said it was like the third or fourth roll. He like threw me out of the back of the Jeep, like away from it. And I don't remember shit, but standing in the middle of a field and the ambulance and everything was already there. And I was just standing out there, like pissed off because I lost my shoes.
Yeah.
And that could have been the first. And then, you know, I don't know. I worked around electricity for a lot of years too. And like, who knows how many times, like, potentially I died there. I've been shocked enough times that I could have died every single damn time of them, you know?
Yeah.
Because it only takes, you can die from a low voltage shock, you know, if
I'm
it goes
wondering
through
if
your heart and whatnot. But
I'm wondering if we die like thousands of times that we don't even recognize, and then I don't know. It just something seems very off, and it seems like we've been doing this for a long time. Now, I just got done saying my whole story about when I passed away. I felt like I passed away in 2016, but I also do remember dying in 2013 or in when I was 13 years old. So, which I seen a couple Mandela effects after that, but I didn't put them together because I didn't know the term Mandela effect or anything like that. But I thought I seen McDonald's change and John Deere change back then.
well,
So
the only one major thing I remember seeing is, I swear, and it doesn't make any sense because like where I live doesn't support orange trees, right? It's the wrong climate. But
yeah,
back when I was young, I swear to God that I used to pick oranges from this tree right behind my grandma's house. And then all of a sudden, that tree was not there and never was there. And
wow.
this was after, you know, this was after that near death experience that maybe I had when I was a kid. But like since then, though, like my whole life, I've seen paranormal crap. I've probably been abducted by aliens for all I know. There's been weird stuff happen my whole life. Like I've seen ghosts and goblins and Bigfoots and demons and aliens and all sorts of shit, you know. And I don't know how to explain. I mean, if you guys have heard some of my videos, and most people don't watch my videos because I'm kind of out there with things, but um
Oh,
but like I mean, you know, I've seen aliens, like, and it was like a Men in Black crap here, you know, like I've seen that crap, and I don't know, like I don't think I'm crazy because normally this stuff happens twice, right? So I see it, and then like a couple weeks later, I'll see it again, and then like now I haven't seen them again. So like it's kind of like, no, here, this is real, or as real as things are, I guess. You know, I don't even know what's real or not real here. I think it can all be manipulated or created, maybe. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like when I was a kid, though, one of my the first alien abduction thing, and I don't know how else to explain it, but we were all laying in a outside in the yard in certain sleeping bags, and I was the only one in a waterproof sleeping bag.
Okay.
Everybody else had regular sleeping bags, and I was on the outside. But we were laying there, and we saw these craft fly overhead. And that was the last thing any of us remember. And then we woke up, and we were all in different sleeping bags. Like
Well,
nobody remembers a damn thing except for we've seen the craft. We woke up, and we were in different sleeping bags.
wow.
And like after all these years, you know, like I would have figured like my parents or somebody would have like spilled the beans on that one because it freaked us out. And You know, I thought, well, how could our parents come and drag each one of us out of sleeping bags and put us
Right,
back in
right,
and have nobody wake up, and if somebody did wake up, we were at that age where they were gonna not keep that shit to themselves, you
right,
know?
right.
So like I don't know, that's the only thing I can explain is that we damn got abducted or something. But I don't know, like I don't remember anything except for the craft.
Right, right. Yeah, that's strange. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
I remember at a young age seeing ghosts in my house when I was young, coming downstairs at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, being about 6 years old, and I seen two ghosts in my living room. And my grandfather built and died in that house. He built the house and then he died in there when my mom was about 5 years old. He had a heart attack above where I seen the ghost at. Like I seen a ghost in the living room. His bedroom was above the living room, and he died in his doorway to his
Well,
bedroom. But I don't know if it was him. I don't even remember what if if I could tell if they were male or female. All that I remember is seeing two like ghost figures, literally like you would see in like on a Hollywood set, like a movie when we were growing up. That's how I seen these two, um, whatever they were, whatever
yeah.
uh, ghost or whatever. I don't know, but they
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Like, there's all sorts of different things out there that we don't know. I mean, I'm sure of it because I've seen a lot of stuff that I didn't think like would be a thing, but I've seen it, and now I'm like, well, I can't unsee that, you know?
right, right, yep, no, no,
like another one I had not too long ago. Um, a lot of people were talking about seeing the shadow figures, like out of the peripheral, which I was getting a lot of too for a while, and I haven't really gotten any for a while now. But one day I was at my business cooking. It was I don't know what time, 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, something like that. And you know how the Predator? Have you ever seen the movie The Predator?
yeah,
You know how like it looks when it's in a like plasma mode or whatever?
right, yeah. When it's camouflaged,
Yeah, yeah, I seen some shit like that roll through. And normally like I'll catch a shadowy figure and I try to look at it and it disappears. Well,
right?
this time it come rolling through and I looked at it and it didn't disappear and it walked right through my kitchen. And I have one of those like tall commercial fridges that's got the
Okay,
condenser and everything on top.
right.
So like it's a little taller, It's probably like 7 foot. Well,
Oh,
whatever this thing was like taller than that.
wow.
And it just rolled right on through and instantly like oh, I got the pea shivers, and like it rolled right on through and didn't stop or no, it just walked through and went on. I don't know what that is, but it was something.
Right, right.
I felt it and seen it and
Wow.
yeah, it looked like the Predator type crap, man. I mean, it didn't look like the Predator, but it had a figure to it, a body figure, but it was like that plasma look.
Right, right. Yeah, it's funny that you say like predator because like when you started that, subsequent, describing it, um, I had one as a child, but it was I was thinking it was more like I just put this together as you were saying it. Like I remember seeing a real big owl on my back street. Like a real, and I live in a city, like, well, I can't say city. I live in Philadelphia, but I live in the suburbs of Philadelphia. All right. Not in town, not like in the city. Um, but there's some parks around, so the owls could get big. But this owl was freaking huge that I seen. And what I just put it to now, as you were describing what you were going through, was the Mothman prophecies.
No shit.
Yeah, that's what you snapped into my head as you were saying, the movies. Like, and that's like, I didn't see the red eyes, but this moth was, me, not this moth, this owl would be the size of this thing, like the Mothman prophecies were. And
Mm.
now that I'm just putting something else that's really weird together, is my wife's petrified of moths. And like I remember watching that movie with her, and she was really freaked out about that movie. And it's just like, now I'm putting all this weird shit that's going down in my past together with
And I've
this.
seen two little girls in your pictures.
With, oh yeah, my wife, my wife's seen two little girls in my pictures as I was a young kid.
Two little blonde haired girls.
Two little blonde hair girls. She
That
says.
aren't in the pictures.
She says that follow me around that aren't in my pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the moth that the Mothman prophecies, the bat that I've seen.
But you said you've seen two spirits at your mom's house.
Oh yeah, that's
It
true.
may have been the two little girls.
Oh well, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it could be, huh?
I never know.
And I'm haunted.
Yeah, my wife just haunted really bad.
Yeah, there's another one. I don't know, while we're on the subject, I might as well keep going. But like the one of the last, this was 2 years ago, and it happened about 2 or 3 weeks apart from each other. A lot of people probably saw my video on it, but whatever. I'm gonna tell it again because you haven't. But
I've never heard of it.
so like this was my alien sighting. So I would now I live right where I work pretty much. I walk across the street to my business, but where I was living before, I'd get up at 3 in the morning and then drive a half an hour and then to where I work and then do all that. In the winter, it's busy here, but so anyway, I go and it was in the winter, but I went and got in my truck and started it up, and in my headlights there was a gray alien standing in my headlights in my driveway. And next thing I know, though, like instantly I got like zapped, like Men in Black zapped or something, and I was getting in my truck again, but I was really confused. I was like, what the hell? Like I just did this, and like I turned my key on to start my truck again, going, what in the hell like is going on? But there was no alien in the driveway.
Wow.
So like a few weeks later, I pondered over this for a little bit, and a few weeks later, a couple 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. It was pretty soon after. I was parked on the other side of my house. I had another driveway on the other side, and the same thing happened. I got in my truck, started it up, and there that gray alien was standing there in my headlights again, and it did the whole Men in Black zap rewind thing again. And this time I was just like, holy shit, it happened. Like, now I know I'm not, I was thinking this instantly. I was like, now I know I'm not losing it, because like it happened twice, same thing. And I'm getting in and I start my truck up and it was gone. I was just like, what the hell? So that's what I'm getting at. A lot of these things come in pairs for me. Because like the first time I was second questioning my sanity, like did I really see that or did I make that up or what?
Right.
But that happened the second time, I'm like, no, that was real, because and I have like a bad imagination. Like I can't just picture things. If I look at a wall and it's white, I can't picture it being blue.
Okay.
Like I'm not that. I don't have that kind of imagination. Just to like imagine crap.
Got you.
So like I was really struggling with it, going, "Oh, am I losing my mind or what?" But yeah, that was my alien sighting anyway. And then I've had a few things in like and they may be real or not real, who knows? But like in Dreamland, um, but like it when this happened, like I had what's that damn body paralysis going on and everything else happening at the same time, and also at the same time, like this one particular night, I don't know what was going down, but I'll just talk about it. Um, okay. But so I was in a doctor's office, and there was a woman doctor, and like all of a sudden, like I don't know what happened, but shit went south, and it like turned into this woman doctor like ended up being naked and then turned into an alien. And
Oh,
then all of a sudden, like I popped out of it, but I was in sleep paralysis and I couldn't move or do nothing. And I was freaking out, man. Like, didn't know what to do. Well, like within a minute, I started praying. I was calling on Jesus, and everyone was like, I didn't know what to do, but just like I was using my power of authority. Like I thought demons or who knows. There was something seriously wrong though, where I just started praying.
right.
And within about a minute, a friend of mine called, and she lives across the country here on like the up in the I don't know up by the Great Lakes or so up there, and I live on the western side of the states. But she called me like a minute after I woke up, and she had the same damn experience as I did at the same time. Like she was bawling, and she's like, "Oh my god, this just happened," and I'm
Wow.
like, "Wait, this just happened like right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, like right now it just happened." And when I pulled out of it and woke up, like I seen a craft leaving, like from her window, like she's seen it leave, and like so I was pretty shook up. She was pretty shook up, but so I end up going back to sleep, and I wake up the next day and my shoulders felt like they got fucking yanked out of socket. Like they hurt like hell. They were loose. And then like a little while later, I noticed around my ankles like there was two like 3 or 4 inch like marks around my ankles that looked like a rash, but they were like around my like I was strapped in or something.
Right.
All I can think of is that I panicked or like started coming out of it or something, and like they had me strapped down, and I started like flopping around, and I yanked my own shoulders out of socket or some shit. Like I don't know. My shoulders hurt for about 6 months after that too. Like whatever happened, man, it
That
like
was
I believe it
serious.
was, but I thought it was a dream at first, but then my friend called me, and like it was pretty traumatic deal. Like it freaked me out for a while. That one did. Like I don't know what was going on, but during that process, it felt like they were extracting DNA in the sperm form from me. Like I could feel
Wow.
like sucking shit out of my unit.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. Like, and that's all I know of that. Like, and I can't really like from what I remember, like, because I just got a flash of an alien, but it looked like some kind of praying mantis or some crap like that. Like, I don't know what it was though. like a 7 foot tall praying mantis or something.
Yeah, alien, pre-mantis alien.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, eat our head when they're done with us. Yeah, you never know what the fuck. I mean, I think Jesus made us, but with the shit that they, say,
And I'm being told we're demons.
it's possible. It's, you know, we could be other beings from other galaxies that we were actually kidnapped and put in these fucking meat suits, and we wouldn't even know it.
I'm being told.
Oh yeah, yeah. My opinion on all this, since well, for about the last 4 or 5 years anyway. Before that, man, I was dead asleep. You could have told me anything, and except I was coming out of it though for a while, like with chemtrails and the sun and crap like that. But like I was playing, I was watching the news, the politics, all the bullshit, you know.
Right, right.
And but now like I'm at the point where from the things I've seen and experienced, all options are on the table for me. Like I don't know really, but I've seen a lot of things that makes me like question even more things.
Hey, JW, I've been asking a lot of people for the last
Yeah,
couple days
listen,
now,
I gotta go to bed.
and JW,
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
yeah, I've been asking a lot of people the last couple days if they've heard of Global Witness. Have you heard of him?
Um yeah, was there a video or something that was out today or yesterday or something?
Yeah, I believe he put it out today, but I've been telling everybody how good of a this guy is really good, and whenever he talks, he definitely gets my attention. He captivizes me. You know, I mean, I really look up to what he's saying because I think there's a lot of truth coming from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So have you heard him lately, or just come across him, or do you know of him, or what?
Well, yeah, I think did he just have a video out like today or
Yeah,
yesterday? Because
yeah, it's a
yeah, I
short.
think I'm subscribed. Yeah, a critical message. He had a video out that I watched today, and yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot from him though.
Yeah, yeah, he hasn't made much because they're trying to get stuff together, but I don't quite understand what the whole ordeal in Arizona is. Do you know what that's all about?
His refinery or whatever he was talking about.
Yeah.
It sounded like a Christian camp kind of thing where he's trying to get people that are um for Christ there to like go spread the word of God. That's kind of what it sounded like to me. I don't know though. Like I haven't followed him enough to really know what it is to be honest, but that's
Oh,
what it
okay.
sounded like to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find somebody that knows of him to get a grasp on what he's trying to get people to do, or I mean, we all know we ain't out to sign up for any cult or anything like that, but I don't know. From what I've heard him talk, I've been following him for about a year, and he does good sermons and stuff like that. Um, but the
Everyone's
system, huh?
there's a lot of people bailing out real quick. I tend to do that to people, I guess, when I talk. People end up leaving, but good night, everyone. Like it looked like there's Brenda and Cammy and
Oh,
Shappy and everyone's going to bed or something. So
oh yeah. No, this is the night they. I mean, usually they're leaving about 1 o'clock, so they stuck in there another 43 minutes for you. They're not bailing out because of you. Um, but yeah, they're usually gone already.
no, I understand people got lives and it's pretty late. Good night, everyone. Love you guys.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
But he
Good,
quit?
good
I'm
night.
not going to bed right now. I'll stay awake and talk, but
Yeah. Good night to everybody that's going to bed. So I don't know where I left off at, but anyways, I've known the guy. I've heard of him for about a year now. I've been listening to him, and I like what he talks about. But I don't. The last two, it's been a last 2 or 3 shows. I just heard about this going to Arizona and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out what that's all about. And is it something that he's doing, or was it something that was written in the Bible to do, or what?
well,
I
see,
don't know.
I don't know about the Bible. Like, I don't think the Bible said thou shalt go to Arizona and or something. Like, I don't know though. It could, but I've
No,
never read anything
No,
like
I'm
that or
sure it
heard
doesn't
anything.
say Arizona, but it could say, meet on the meet in the desert at and build yourself a Christian base and get out and spread the word in the end times. I don't know, I have no idea. I haven't read the
I think this
Bible.
is just something, some type of cult, Pat. I don't think it's nothing like that.
Mm.
Well, the one thing I know is I don't know. It could be the right thing or the wrong thing, or maybe it's the right thing for his reality, even. I mean, I'm not sure how this place really works now. Like, I thought I was sure how things work when I thought we were on Sagittarius, but
Hmm.
here in Orion, it's like the rules changed and everything's
Well, you
different.
don't know
So,
what to believe anymore. Everything is fake.
yeah, yeah, no. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not so sure that. I mean, I don't know. All things are on the table, and I'm not gonna say that one thing is not right because I don't know. You know.
Right, right.
But I do know. Well, I mean, I don't even know that 100%. I haven't had God or Jesus or anybody come and say, "Hey, here I am." Like, I'm real or nothing, but I've seen a lot of evidence that Jesus is real
Hmm.
in my life, but like nobody's come to me and said, "Hey, here I am," like
Isn't
and
that weird how, it's like I mean, I believe that Jesus died for my sins and stuff. But
yeah,
I've asked for him to come to me many a times and he hasn't.
How do you
So
know he hasn't, Pat? See, listen to this, Pat. Right?
yeah,
He talks to us all the time. We don't hear him because we got so many distractions going on. We do not hear him.
I think that too.
And when we do hear him, we don't even know that it's him because we think that it's us or we think that it's something else. So
mhm.
it's so hard to that's why you really, I don't think you should ask him to prove himself to us.
I'm not asking to prove myself, is that I would love to meet him. I would love for him to come
And we will
to
on
me.
Judgment Day. We will on Judgment Day, right?
Well, I have asked him to prove himself to me because like I grew up not religious. I've been to a lot of different churches, and through that experience I thought to myself, well, like church doesn't make sense to me. Like God makes sense and Jesus makes sense, but like churches don't. But lately, there's just been so much different things getting shoved down everywhere you look, right? Like
Hmm.
it's this or that or everything else, and I'm like, I gotta, like, I want proof, like I need some proof here because
Right.
I do believe and I know, but like I don't know, no, you know what I mean? Like I'm the kind of guy that you gotta put a big ass sign in front of me with the big arrow pointing
Me
at it.
too. Me too.
It's like right here, right here, right here, you know. And then I go, I'm like, okay, you know,
And
okay.
I've told him that many times. I said, Jesus, give me a big sign because I'm stupid. I need that
Yeah,
big sign.
yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm pretty slow when it comes to like things. It takes me a while to see things, to be honest, you
Yeah.
know,
No, me too.
and and then with all this stuff going on, like I keep going back to, you know, I don't leave the I don't leave it, but you know, I'll get off onto something and be like, well, this makes sense or that makes sense, or you know, everything can make sense, but I keep going back to that truth of Jesus. So maybe that's, you know, I don't know, maybe that's the only sign I need is I keep going back to that truth. So,
Right, I would say so. Oh,
Hmm.
but I've
Yeah.
had, you know, like I do know that before, like in talking about weird things, but before like manifesting and time loops and Mandela effects and this and that and everything else never existed for me, but now it does, and it happens every day, you know.
right.
Right.
And that never happened to me. And I'm 42 years old now, I guess, in August. Yeah, I'm 42. So,
What was
you know,
your
I
what?
it's like out of all these years, like none of this crap has ever worked for me before, but now I can think of something and it happens like instantly sometimes, you know. It's weird. You know, like at least in my restaurant at least 10 times a day I can just bring up somebody's name in conversation and like a minute later that person walks through the door. Or I'll like imagine something and like in a couple hours later what I imagine happens.
Huh.
It happens like every single day. Every day. It like 10 times a day. So like that's different, and I mean maybe that was happening before and I just didn't recognize it, but like it happens so much now that if like I expect it to happen, like I know it happens. I do it sometimes just to like because I want it to happen. Like if I haven't seen somebody in a while, I'll wonder, like, and I'll wonder out loud. I'll be like, I wonder what's up with this person, and that person will walk through the door and tell me exactly what's up. You know,
Yeah, I do that with
so
phone
weird.
calls. I'll think of somebody and then they'll call. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot though. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, all that kind of in time loops. Like I've
Yeah.
had a lot of strange time loops and crap happen.
Well, I can't say always, but I'll think of something and it'll happen. Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
I get a lot of
Yeah,
phone
like
calls or somebody will pop up on it that I haven't seen in a while.
and through the years, though, it was like an every now and then thing, right? Like every now and then something like that would happen. But now it happens so many times a day. I'm just like, I don't even know
Mhm.
what to. It happens 10 times. Like, yeah, of course, you know.
Right.
And yeah, I mean that one time though, well, with the time loops, but when it was really happening a lot, I made up a scenario in my head on the way to work one day and was thinking about it, and that day exactly what I thought of happened, and it was like something that I imagine that would be unlikely to happen. And I did a video on it, but I imagine that these two young Asian girls that used to come in my restaurant all like here and there would come in because they hadn't been in like 3 months. I'm like, all right, these two girls, like, they're gonna come in and they're gonna like start thanking me, tell me how good the food is, and give me a hug. And like I just imagined all this. Well, like a couple hours later, I'm open for business, and who shows up? These two Asian girls show up, and they come up and start telling me how grateful they are and how good the food is and all this. And then they give me a present, and then they give me a hug. And like, what do you do with that, right? Like after that happened, I was just like, holy cow, like I really need to watch what I think about because like I thought about this and it happened. So I don't know if I think about and so then I tried it out kind of like with my ex-wife. I was like imagining a conversation that went a certain way, right? And got like turned ugly basically. And like that would happen, like she would come in and be happy, and then within like seconds, like this conversation that I had in my head before she came in like happened, and she is the one that kicked it off, right? And like she come in normal, within like a minute or two, like this conversation went down just how I imagined it was going to go down. And then like it was done and over with, and there was like no hard feelings, or everything was fine afterwards. It was just really weird time. That was a couple of years ago, and like a lot of that stuff when I was questioning all of that and really playing around with it and experimenting with it, because I had to know.
Mm-hmm.
I had to know, and since then I've come to know that yeah, you do have some here anyway. I don't know that we had the same ability prior, like when we were in Sagittarius, but here, like you can think shit and shit happens.
Right, right. Karma definitely comes around a lot faster.
Oh man, yeah, karma can be instantaneous. It feels like
Yeah,
you do something and bam, man, you get kicked right in the nuts
yeah,
instantly.
yeah. We got about 3 minutes left before I hit the 3 hour mark. And then I will be down to 4 hours left of broadcasting the rest of the month.
Oh
So
yeah, you
if
better call her quits, bud.
yeah, if you guys would like to say any last words before we go, you got the mic. Go ahead, anybody.
God bless everybody. And keep your head up. Don't let nothing get to you. Peace and love, people. I'm out.
Yeah, hey, I love you, buddy. It was good talking to you.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
I really appreciate you coming on, JW. It's been a while since we've had a chat. You're more than welcome anytime, bud. Also, my PayPal link is in the description. You don't have to donate a lot. I'm not, $1, $2, whatever you can afford. And I also put my address in there in case anybody needs it. JW, it was awesome having you on tonight. I would like to see more of you. Have you come on more often if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not very good on these shows, so I don't really like coming on too much. But yeah,
I think you did awesome tonight.
I appreciate you inviting me on tonight. It was fun. It was good to hear from you. And yeah, I screenshot your address, so
Oh,
um,
okay.
so I got your
All
address.
right. Yeah. So,
Be
well,
there for a
if
little while. I don't know. It's kind of maybe temporary, maybe or not. If you get enough money, you're gonna be there for a while, or what?
oh, you mean where I'm at right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here until I can I'll be here long enough to start saving up for a vehicle. I'm not gonna go anywhere until I can get a vehicle. Um,
You got some money coming in to pay the rent and crap at least.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. I'm good there.
Right
Um,
on. Yeah,
but
so I won't worry about sending you something in the mail and having you not be there. Is what I was getting at.
oh, yeah. No, I will definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely here. Um,
Good.
my daughter's only 5 miles away, which makes it really nice. So,
Cool.
so yeah, if you are ever in the chat and you feel like talking, like I said, you're more than welcome. Come on.
Right on. Yeah, I appreciate it.
No, no
Try to
problem.
have better things to talk about. my
I
my
thought you
stuff
did great
my
tonight.
problem is I'm so out there. Like there's been so much weird shit happen to me in the last 4 years that like
Well,
it's
that's
all
what we
weird.
want to hear.
People get freaked out by it though.
Yeah, but that's what we want to hear. We want to hear everything that's happening with everybody, so who knows, maybe some of that stuff is happening with other people too, and they
Well,
can.
I know it does happen with some people, but for as far as the ME community, most of what I talk about, either people aren't talking about it or they're afraid to talk about it or they're denying it or something but
Mm,
like
hmm
if people that I talk to off to the side have the same kind of crap happening to them like on a daily basis.
Like, for instance, like what?
Like the alien abduction stuff and like
Oh yeah,
seeing
okay, all right.
beings and manifesting and this and that, and like all the crap, the ME stuff, all that stuff. Like,
Well, that's like that time when I was in a coma and I said there was something going on with the swimming pool, and they were doing something with these balloons and with taking blood on my arm. I don't know what was going on, but that could be chalked up to maybe an alien experience. I don't
oh
know.
yeah,
I don't recall seeing any aliens, but from what they were doing looked really weird. I'd never seen any kind of medical technique I've never seen whatever they were doing. I have no idea what they were doing. That's the thing.
yeah.
Is why would they have my gurney right next to like a swimming pool? And yeah, I could have been hallucinating, but I don't know if I've hallucinated too many times in my life. What is hallucinate? Is the hallucinations just like you're actually there, like it's actually happening, or can you tell you're hallucinating?
Well, when I purposely hallucinated, I knew I was hallucinating, and so like I don't know how it would be if you didn't know you was hallucinating. Like that crossed my mind too. Did I play too hard when I was younger? And like just now I'm just fucking like the whole anti-drug campaign where you do drugs when
Yeah.
you're young and then you get old and now like you're in a corner balled up rocking back and forth seeing
Yeah.
shit or something,
I know,
like I
I know. Yeah, I thought of that too because I get into such pain sometimes, and I am like rocking back and forth because I'm in so much pain. You know. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
saying.
man, I feel you on the pain, man. It's been hard lately too. Man, I've been hurting. My joints all hurt. Like, god dang, man. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
I don't, and I gotta be on my feet for 16 hours a day, and my feet kill, and my knees, and my ankles, and my back, and everything hurts. And I'm just like, come on, man, when's this pain gonna stop?
I know. It's like that. Our bodies cannot take this shit anymore. It's like for some reason, I'm sure it's all the chemicals and stuff that's been in our food all of our lives. that's taking a toll on our bodies, and our bodies are wearing out way too early.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm 42. I shouldn't be wore out like this.
No, no, not at all. I'm 51, and I don't feel like I should be this worn out.
I
I
mean,
think
I
I
was
should still
hard
be
on my
playing
body
Madden.
I was hard on myself when I was younger, with sports and playing and
Yeah, yeah.
lifestyle choices and crap like that. But like I
Mm-hmm.
looked at my dad and he was harder than I was, and shit, I
Yeah.
think he's at 60 or whatever is in the same boat I am at 42. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way he does now, and he's 60, but when he was my age, he didn't feel like this horrible.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Nace says we all suffer from psychosis here. I call survival instinct here. PTSD on steroids here. Try backdrop music that uplifts you to take your spirit out of the flesh. I have fibromyalgia and then a ton. Hang in there, gentlemen, to be barefoot on the ground carefully. I prefer to say it's some kind of flight wipe out.
Yeah, I don't understand that last what that means. Flight wipeout.
Me either.
Is that like a well, a lot of people um just say that this is like shift symptoms and crap like that. And if that's the case, I'm shifting like 100 times a damn day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I hurt every single day. Some days are worse than others, and
Yeah, oh, definitely. Definitely. Like today has been a good day I've had in a long, long time. The good days are becoming very few.
yeah, I understand, man. Like I sit around here when I get off work, I really all I want to do is go to sleep. But and then I got kids,
Yeah,
so kids want to go do this and that, and I'm just like, man, like I'm a bad father. Like I don't go play basketball with my son because
yeah,
I hate basketball. Like I can't handle the shit, and I'll go play football with him, but
yeah,
I have
yeah.
my daughter run around and like if I don't catch the football, she'll go run and get it and bring it to me. Like, cause I'm not gonna go after that thing because I hurt too damn bad, and they
Mm,
know it though. My kids know it, and like, but still, I feel like a shitty dad sometimes because I'm not out there like you know being all
yeah, I hear you.
you know what I mean? Because I'm broke
Oh,
down. I could barely move myself, let alone keep up with some young ones like that.
yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, I'm used to. And it's really hard for us who played sports throughout the years because we're used to being flexible and being able to do anything we want. And then slowly but surely, we are becoming paralyzed basically. And it's not easy for a person who is carefree like I was with my body.
Yeah. So you had kidney problems. Like I had kidney stones a while ago. We went over your time mark. Sorry.
Oh,
Um,
that's all right. Yeah,
the I had kidney stones a while ago, and they said something like the normal number of something is like a one.
yeah, your creatines are supposed to be at a one. Everybody's,
Yeah,
and
and
that's the normal.
mine were higher than that, like a two, like or almost a two, 1.8 or something like that. I don't know. They gave me some drugs and then they tested a bunch of shit and then they tried telling me what all this meant and I was like, yeah, I don't care at this point. Like, like I was all looped up, but they said it was high, and so I'm imagine I got some kidney problems now.
Yeah, one. Yeah, getting up to a two Anytime you move off that one mark, there's something going on, and if you get up to a 5, you're in really bad shape, and you need to start dialysis. So
Man, that's where you were at. I mean, you were higher than that, right?
yeah, I was at a 15.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's fucking crazy, insane, man.
There's
Like,
no
holy
way I
shit.
should have been alive. There's no way. I don't understand it to this day. I mean, I believe in miracles, but this is 3 times more than what you're supposed to be at when you start dialysis. My kidneys have
Yeah.
been down for a while, you know. I mean, they couldn't get an ounce of piss out of me. They couldn't get blood out of me. I was basically dehydrating from the inside out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, um, I've had kidney stones a few times, but this is the first time I went to the doctor for it because I thought it was something else. This one was a pretty bad one. And anyway, they told me to come back in a few days. They gave me some meds and said to do some shit and then come back. And if it didn't pass on its own, then they were gonna go in after it because it was kind of a big sucker in there. But I just stuck it out and let it let it. I had this massager
Mm-hmm.
that I just pretty much had that on there for about a week straight, guzzling like lemon water and crap like that.
Mm.
And I got it to pass, but like yeah, I went to the ER 'cause I'd had kidney stones before and they suck, but this one, man, I thought maybe my like appendix or kidneys or something was fucking blowed up or not working or I was gonna die or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went there and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got kidney stones here." Like, but well, the doctor was funny, and I'm not one to take medicine, but he's like, "So, you can take some Tylenol, or we can prescribe you something." And I looked at him, I'm like, "Tylenol, really?" He's like, "Yeah, you're right. We better get you some drugs." I'm like, "Yeah,
Mm.
obviously, I'm at a point where I come into the ER because of this shit. I don't think Tylenol's gonna cut it, you know."
Yeah. Nate says my ears ringing have meaning now, but we must not give up, brothers. And she says, I had 4 kids come out of me, so trust me. Take a deep breath and keep marching forward. It will come out the way God intends it. I love you, brothers. Your kidney stones will not compare to kids that way into adulthood are still a pain. Laugh my fucking ass off.
Hey, I love you too,
M-
Caius.
My brother had a kidney removed for a cancer tumor. Rick says, "Hey man, what are you still doing on, man? Get off and go to bed now." I said, "Now." Nay says, "Sweet dreams, everyone, and remember, water flushes you if it's good water." Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the whole thing now. Like I grew up on well water my whole life, and now I'm
Yeah.
drinking the city water, and like I filter it and crap, but I don't know how good those filters really work. And
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I don't know, man. I had really good water. I mean, there's minerals and crap like that in well water, but like at least it wasn't filled with chemicals and shit, you know.
Right.
Like recycled shit water. It grosses me out. I've been around these plants where the water treatment plants, as an
Uh-huh.
electrician. In fact, like in West Yellowstone, I built one as well, did the electrical work in like a brand new water treatment. It was a wastewater treatment, but like it's basically the same process, but when they do water treatment for drinking water, they carry it on to different stages. But like it's gross crap, man. Like to see this shit, you're drinking water that people have dumped their drugs into and shit and
Mm-hmm.
piss and everything else down the drain and chemicals, and then they feed it back to you. That crap can't be healthy for anyone.
No, no. Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I guess it's the same thing when it goes into the ground, but I don't know. I prefer that better.
Have you talked to Sharky lately?
Man, I haven't really talked to anybody. I pop into chats. I listen quietly in the background lately when I'm working and on videos, and I haven't hardly been even leaving comments on videos, but I haven't talked to Sharky since like personally since like the last time, and I think you were there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not. I was on with the Digital Intel and Sharky, and was it you and
Oh,
me?
that was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time that I talked to him, like voice to voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well,
I
you
need
do
to call him
Facebook,
up.
don't you? Yeah, you're on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't have him on Facebook, but I used to talk to him all the time on Hangouts.
Oh, yeah, no, Sharky's not on Facebook, but you are, though. I remember seeing you on Facebook.
Yeah, I do. I talk on Messenger a lot, on voice call on Messenger, just because I got unlimited. Like, I mean, I got good Wi-Fi at my business and at my house,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd rather talk to people on like Messenger or Hangouts than like call them up personally, because I have the cheapest phone plan I could get. It's $9 a month.
So do you make do you when wintertime comes around, do you make a nice big pot of chili?
Oh man, I make any kind of chili you can think of.
Awesome.
And then I make chicken chili, vegetarian chili, beef and black bean chili, like pork chili, whatever. I mean, I just
Have you ever had
make I
anybody?
make I make it not just in the winter. I make that stuff year round. I mean, chili. I don't really have recipes. I just make food, so it comes out however it comes out. But
Have you ever had anybody order your food yet to where you ship it? Like you freeze it or something and then you ship it or what?
no, I'm not. Well, I've had people recommend that I do that, but I don't want to deal with the whole. I don't want to deal with the packaging requirements kind of thing, and then
Uh,
also like I got to get it approved and like.
Insurance and all that.
Well, it's got to kind of be approved to sell that way, right?
Mm,
So I got to go through a different process to get everything approved so that I can freeze it and sell it that way, and I got to label it and
wow.
all that. So I don't want to deal with all that crap.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But like I don't know, there's people that have come in and want me to make a soup for 200 people, and I refuse to do catering, but like I'll make it for them and they can take it wherever they want to take it. And I'm like, hey, like, here you go. It's been cooled down properly. You need to bring it up to this temperature.
Hmm.
Um, and it's on them after that.
Right, right.
It's not me.
Hmm.
But no, like, I don't know. I get messages at 3 in the morning. The most people will wake up, and I don't know what it is, but I make a creamy tomato pesto with cheese tortellinis in it.
Hmm.
And more people message me in the middle of the night asking me when I'm gonna make that next than anything. Like people normally like during the day will be, hey, when are you gonna make this or that again? But like that tomato soup, people gotta wake up in the middle of the night and message me right away about it. Like they were having like tomato soup sweats or something. They're like, man, I gotta tell them right now, you know.
That's funny.
At least like 3 or 4 days a week, I get a message from somebody, like 3 or 4 different messages a week asking me about that one particular soup.
Well, at least people enjoy your cooking.
Yeah, yeah, they do. I enjoy it too, but it's real food. Like that's the problem though too, is that it's real food. People want to go and order a number five, you know, wherever they may go every
Right.
week. They don't want to go and get something that's real, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I lived in your area. I'd be down at your restaurant every day, bugging you.
Oh yeah, there's a few people that they're young. I live in a college town,
Oh,
a
okay.
Mormon college town too. And anyway, um, but there's this one guy. I'm open 5 days a week. He's in there like 7, 8 times a week eating.
That's
And
good.
my mom is gonna like chew my ass, and he's 25 years old. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, she gives me money, like, but for food and crap, but I'm always eating in here. I was like, well, tell your mom you could be eating at fucking Taco Bell every day.
Yeah,
He's
no
like,
shit.
yeah, that's true. He's like,
Yeah.
that's true, but she wants me to cook for myself. I was like, well, you're not cooking for yourself, but you could be eating a lot worse, you know?
Charge them a little bit more and start giving them cooking lessons.
No, actually, like he comes in enough. I usually give him like a couple free bowls of soup a week. I mean, he spends like $20, $30 a week in there. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
and if he comes in more than once in a day, I always buy a second day. Second meal of the day. Like that's the least I could do.
That's really cool.
And he's been in there since the day I opened, pretty much. Like he's not around right now. He's got to wait till the winter semester starts. But
And that's where we got away from is people like you who respect their customers and show their gratitude towards them coming in. People don't do that when the business gets too big for their britches. They kind of like turn the opposite, like fuck you, customer. You know?
oh yeah, and the people working there, they don't want nothing to do with you. They want you to tell you what number and give you money and
Yeah,
fucking get out of their hair, man. They don't even want to look at you, let
right.
alone like try to talk or smile or anything. They're like, number five, it's 7:32. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pull up to the
Oh
next
shit.
window.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, we could be here all night, man. These things, that's how it gets away. Next, it's gonna be 3 a.m. Well, it's already what, two something for you, 2:22 probably.
2:22, and I've been on for 3 hours and 22 minutes. 23
Yeah.
minutes now.
Yeah, we went over. Is that why everybody's always timing their streams? I always
Yeah.
wondered that. Is it because there's only certain allotted stream time they get a month?
Yeah, if you don't pay for extra on StreamYard, you get 20 hours free a month.
Oh,
And I think up to 5 or so guests. But then if you
hey,
pay $25 more,
40.
you get
Hey, I haven't
unlimited.
seen you in a long time. Is that Corey from
Oh,
Australia?
yeah, Corey Jade.
I think I hit her up on Facebook or something a while ago. Like tried to friend request
Yeah,
you.
she's on Facebook. Hey, Corey. She just
Hey, I
got
haven't seen
married.
you in a long time. Nice to see you.
She just got married. Her
All
her
right.
her wife is very pretty.
Oh, congratulations.
Not as pretty as Corey though.
Well, I mean, congratulations. Well, that's awesome. I wondered what was down. I haven't seen you anywhere, and I don't get into all the, I don't get into all the streams anymore like I used to. But
Yeah. So in about 6 minutes we'll try to end this again. And we'll be at 3.5 hours. So that means I will have let's see, I did 5 hours, then 3 hours, then 2 hours, that's 10 hours, and then last night 12 hours, and then tonight 3 hours, so that's 15 and a half hours. 15 and a half hours, and I'll have 4.5 hours left.
for like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Unless somehow I come up with more money and then I just buy the package, which is like $25. But anyways, you get unlimited streaming at that time, and for sure you get up to 10 guests, and you get different options of banners and different kinds of stuff. And then you also get to, in case I don't like the order that people are put up, I can switch the order around
Oh
from
yeah,
I can just start moving them around.
is that $25 a month or?
Yeah, it's 25 a month unlimited.
Is there like a 6 month deal?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. As far as I got to reading was the next level. I know they have other options after that, but I I didn't read into them that far. Corey says she can hear you. Oh, hey guys, hope you're all well. She can hear you. Laugh out loud. Oh, so she can hear me go. She's pretty, but not as pretty as Corey. Corey's always my little angel. Great to see you. Congratulations. Oh, that's
I,
right.
I really liked I liked that whole time period there where everyone was doing their shows, especially it'd be early morning for me, but like I'd be able to like have something to do at that time, in the
Yeah,
morning. 'Cause she
yeah.
was always on bright and early. It was late night for her, but early morning for me.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun back when we were holding the show, when we did the shows before. I thought we were having a lot of fun. I missed them days. And it didn't even really, at the time, didn't seem like this was gonna be one of them things that we would miss, like, that it was a thing. But,
Yeah.
but it really was. It was a thing. It was a special time and thing that we all went through at the same time, and we'll always be connected from that instance.
Yeah, that was a really good thing. I mean, I see how much of a pain it was too, though. But like, it was really an amazing time for sure.
Yeah,
Special. Yep.
I remember when you first broke onto the scene, when people were like, especially Mandela affected. Well, we want to know if you're real by, at least do one video. And so you're like, I don't like doing videos, but I'll do my one video just to show you I'm real. I
Yeah, I
remember.
remember that one video I did, and I was calling out everybody. Not everybody, but like I called out Photo Helix and was calling him a wizard and all sorts of shit. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then, damn, Scare Performance played part of that on his show.
Oh, really? When did he play that?
I don't know. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, like when I did that video. And
Oh,
like it was just I was right in the middle of a bunch of crap, man, and I was just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what this is, but like, I mean, I don't know. Photo Helix is some kind of wizard and some witchcraft or something going on, and like I was just venting big time, like talking shit and everything, and then he
Yeah.
played part of that on his video, and I was just like, good lord. But I mean, at the time, like that's how I felt. I was just, I mean,
Right.
I knew like things were happening, but I didn't understand, and well, none of us really did. And here we are, still like guessing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, back then I would have hoped we would have had it figured out by now, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever figure it out unless it comes to the time where it's become blatant that we know what's going on. You know, it's probably going to have to become that obvious.
Yeah, I'm at the time in my life right now where I'm just focused on my own truth. You know, really, like I'm trying to figure out what I am more than anything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, see all the stuff happening everywhere, and you know, like I don't know what to do about any of it. But so what I've chose to do is to try to stay out of it for the most part, and just keep connected with people that I love, you know, and you're part of that, and almost, you know, I know about everybody in your stream, and I love everybody in your stream and whatnot, but like as far as everything else, I quietly listen and try to like, you know, see if it's true or not, and
Yeah.
just myself, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, we've built a family. Even some of the people that we don't get or that I don't get along with, um, because of back years ago, we all got mad at each other for one reason or another. I still love the guys, you know, they're still part of my ME family. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
talking
you're
about.
connected, like it or not. There's a connection between us all.
Right,
We may not get along, but there's a reason why we're all in this together. And
right.
I mean,
And you know I'm talking about Scott Harrison and MA. You know, we didn't break up on the best terms, but you
well,
know,
with all that stuff, man, I stay out of all that. I mean,
yeah,
I've always tried to stay out of it all. Like,
yeah.
um,
But
mm,
I still love them, even though, I mean, they will always be just like you guys will always be part of my family. You know, I
yeah,
truly have a new family.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I don't have any. My time right now, like I don't have any hard feelings against anybody, like anywhere, anybody.
Right.
Not one
Me either.
person. And I see a lot of things where I should be like really pissed off at people about, but I just can't. It's not worth it to me anymore
Right.
to
You or Corey or any of the other ones could disappear for 2, 3 years, 5 years, and you come back. I am gonna know exactly who you are and what you're all about, and know that we have something big in common. It's always gonna be that way.
yeah, no kidding. I agree. Yeah, that's why it was really nice to see Corey just now. I haven't heard from her in like 2 years or a year or two, you know?
Yeah, was talking to Corey through Messenger not too long ago. Um, and that's when I found out that she had just recently got married.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. That's good, Corey. That's good for you. I mean, I got divorced 2 years ago, and since then, like, I really don't care to be with another woman. I mean, I'd like to, but at the same time, like, it's just not worth it. I'd rather just be with my kids and focus on my life than try to
Yeah,
try to like work, and you know, and it's really hard to find somebody that's gonna like be crazy enough to put up with my ass anyway.
And if that time comes, I'm sure God will put that person in a place and time when it's best that you can handle it.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, to be honest, though, like I gotta say, me and my ex-wife, we get along better than we ever did when we were married. Now, she's been with this guy since the pretty much the day we split up. She got with this other guy, and they're still together. But like we deal with each other on a daily basis. She still runs a business with me. We got our kids. Everything's we'll talk about our, if there's stuff, like we'll call each other up and be like, hey, I got a problem or whatever, like it's
Mm-hmm.
no big thing between us. It took a while to get to that point. I'm sure caught plenty of my crazy fucking, I'm going through a divorce fucking videos, but
Mm-hmm.
but it's all good now, man. Like it's pretty good. Like mainly we decided that this is where we wanted to be, like as an end goal because of our kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have like any friends like where I live. You know what I mean? I don't have friends. I don't hang out with anybody. Like there's nobody I want to go and kick it with because I can't talk to anybody. Like, I mean, I can't even go hang out with my family and talk. Like,
Right.
this time I brought up, like I did the whole JFK thing with my dad, and he named off like all four people that were in the car and everything. And I was like, well, go look it up, And I was like, because there's six people in the car, and he's like, oh well. He did the whole, I guess I just forgot, and like he got up and left. I can't even talk about shit
Mm-hmm.
unless about football or the weather or my business. That's about it. If I
Right.
go anywhere else, like he gets up and leaves.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of my family.
And that's how it is with everybody else, Like I've had people straight up in mid conversation when I said the word Jiffy peanut butter to somebody. This guy used to eat in my restaurant 4 days a week. I said, Jiffy peanut butter. I was like, you remember that? And he did the whole download and got up and wrapped his sandwich up and walked out the door and never come back in my restaurant again.
Wow.
Like it was like I was just like, holy shit, that was back when I first got into it, and I was like, wow, man, like the whole download is that whole thing is crazy. Like he's never been in. He still lives in town too. Like I know some people that know the guy, and I ask about him, and he's still around, but he never come back through the door ever again.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That happened. Like I quit talking about it like a few years ago, because of that. Because like it happened more than just with him. It happened with like 5 or 10 people that I tried to talk to about it. They straight up like left and never came back. They were good customers too, like
Wow, that's just crazy.
so like, but I understand it a lot better now, and I don't really care. Like I don't need to talk to people about it, you know
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to go around and bother people, so I don't.
Right. All
But
right.
I did my dad that time just because like he kept denying it and denying like the one time before that I talked to him, he thought I was possessed by demons or something. And but so like a couple years later, well, it was during Christmas here, just last Christmas. I
Mhm.
brought up the JFK thing to him, and yeah, he straight he took the download and got up, and he's told my mom, he was like, "Come on, let's go," and like out the door he went. I'm just like, all right, fuck, I ruined that, I guess.
Wow.
1:38, bud. Are we gonna call it quits? I'll keep talking all night if you let me.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired, but it is pretty amazing how people do take the downloads, and you don't know how they're going to react after they take it. You know?
Well, now I know exactly how they're gonna react. They're gonna like, there's a couple things they'll do, but I just don't care anymore. Like I just don't talk to people about it because it's never done a lick of good.
Right, right.
Never. Like I've never talked anybody into like anything.
Yeah.
And my brother actually, he will sit there and talk to me about it. But you know what he told me last time? He
Oh,
said, I will never see this. And he's like, you know why? And I said, why? He's like, because I don't want to. He's
wow.
like, I want to live my life just the way I am. And that's it. He's like, I don't want to know any of this shit.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, man, I get it. It's all good. I'm not gonna force him into anything, but he
Right.
straight up was like, I will never see this because I don't want to. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's too bad. But he's not the only one I've seen like that say that I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
I don't get it myself, but that's the way they want it. That's well, I
I
guess.
mean, at least he was honest, and he'll actually sit down and have a conversation with me. But he is obviously against everything, right? He sees the total Orion way.
Yeah.
Like he's Orion 100%. This version of him or whatever, and 100%.
Wow.
But he'll talk about it. He's not afraid to sit there and talk to me about it. But he flat out told me, he's like, I'll never see this because I don't want to. And I'm like, all right, man, I get it. That's
Hmm.
cool.
Wow.
All right, man. Good night, brother. Love you,
All
bud.
right. All right. Thanks a lot, JW. Have a great night. I appreciate you coming in, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you having me on tonight. Hey, everybody. If there's 6 people still around, good night. Love you guys.
Good night. Love you guys too, and stay vigilant.